All right. We're recording on location here at Steve's house because it's Sunday afternoon. Y'all could probably hear the game in the background. So, Steve doesn't even have his headphones in.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
So,
I don't hear anything.
like, he was like, huh? Well, we're going to open up with a review. So,
Yeah, because we are drinking already.
yeah, we were sitting there watching the game and just fucking drink the beer and drinking wine and energy drinks. It's that kind of day, y'all. So, what we
That's
got
how
there?
you need to do when you're a Detroit fan and a Washington fan.
I mean, at
Like
least
I said,
Detroit was up 6-3 at one point.
usually when we come in, we're going to be down, but unless we play each other. But we did get that win versus the Bears.
Yeah, I mean,
We looked terrible.
a win's a win, dude. Don't like we're not. It's not a fucking. It's not a beauty show, dude. It's not a beauty pageant. It's a football game. So a win's a win. It ain't got to be pretty. It's just got to be a win.
Yeah, but that was one of those wins where you're like, we're not that good.
Oh no, I mean they both knew that. I think both teams felt like if they won, like how should we really feel about this win? Not great.
Which, by the
So
way, I was thinking about that of like what coaching staffs are the worst because I would put the Bears up there with how we talked about it last episode, how they don't use Fields at all the way he needs to be.
yeah, I
I
mean
don't like our coaching staff.
I think
I do like your coaching staff.
I think
I
the
think next year's
Bears and Washington are definitely amongst the worst coaching staffs.
Denver for sure.
Uh, yeah,
Well, at least
Denver.
their offense coordinator.
Carolina does not look fantastic.
Well, they're down. Well, they fired theirs.
Go well, so
He
they're the
was the
worst.
worst.
And then as soon as they fired their coach, they're like, let's just trade away the team. Like they're for sure playing for the number one
And
pick.
they were winning last we saw
Yeah,
versus Tampa Bay.
yeah, but I mean 7-0. I mean, yes, it's winning, but it was at halftime.
Imagine though trading all your players. This guy always looks so goofy, by the way, when they show him in that position.
He looks like he shouldn't be there.
Looks like the penguin.
The Black Penguin.
But yeah, let's get this review out of the way before we forget it.
All right.
So we got Hazy Blues by Oscar Blues Brewing Company, and it's called Juicy IPA. And
Juicy.
has passion fruit, citrus, strawberry, and peach. Don't see too many strawberry.
Nah,
And it's out of Longmont, Colorado,
all of that
or
sounds,
Austin, Texas, or
sounds suspect.
Brulin. It has freaking 3 addresses. North Carolina too. So I don't
So-
know which one we got.
So they essentially what you're saying is they don't know.
Yeah, I'll see what it says on the actual site of, and we'll go with that one.
Okay.
But we've done Oscar Blues before, and they're a weird one in that they sometimes I think that it's a restaurant, like one of those restaurant breweries. So sometimes when I look up the beer, it says it's like a actual restaurant. But,
I guess.
it was pretty good, 7%.
All right. Solid. I like that. I like the taste of it. It felt a little weak on the back end of it though. It's like when you take that sip and it's like as you're closing out, there's like that power to it. It didn't have that on the end. I would definitely drink this beer. Obviously, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't know that I would buy it. No, it's not bad though. It's just I don't think it's for me. I'm gonna give it a 6.9.
Yeah, this one you gotta drink cold. I think it's weird as all the fruits I taste. I taste grapefruit.
Same.
So maybe I read some wrong info because this has a very strong grapefruit taste, and I don't know why I wrote my first score. It's definitely not that. I'm gonna go.
10 is not the score, Steve.
Let me take my last sip. This last one warmed up because I was trying to save a little bit because we drank it so fast. So I gotta remember that too. I drank it fast.
Yeah, I mean, it
I'll
was-
go 7-1, and it gives it a 7.
okay. I mean, I think that's fair because look, it is kind of a 7 beer. To me, it is. I wouldn't buy it personally,
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I would buy it. Dang,
But-
that makes me want to adjust my score.
but if I'm in a rush, I run to the liquor store. Like next Saturday, I got to go to a Halloween party, so I got to pick a beer to take up there. Although I know they're gonna have a bunch of Coors Lights, which is water, and I'm gonna drink those. But I always try to like grab some that we've reviewed to take to the party up there. So if I saw this in the store versus Budweiser, Miller Lite, just any random assortments, I'm going to buy this but this isn't what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that makes me. I'm in a mulligan. I don't do this often. We usually go
Okay,
up.
okay,
But I'm go 7-0,
okay.
and that makes it just below the recommended.
And I still think that's fair.
Because I think that's more fair. Because it's a tad on the bitter side of what I would like. A little bit
Okay,
more
gotcha,
grapefruit than anything.
gotcha. All right. So, as we got the game on in the background, we got some commercials and shit, political commercials because election day, I guess, is upcoming. Which brings me to something I wanted to talk about real quick. Let me get someone pulled up really quickly. So you don't live in my county anymore. You're back here in Howard. I'm over in Anne Arundel. So, as I drive around, I see these signs for a candidate. As I see tons of signs for candidates. I'm like, well, I guess I need to start learning about these people because I do vote. Like I vote like local. I like the presidential election. I'm not playing that game anymore. But local government, I'm down for that. I want my representatives in that county. So there's been a commercial going on, and I got like a little banner in the mail yesterday. I checked the mail yesterday. I do that once a month. Although I did get a note on my mailbox saying mailbox is full. If you don't start emptying it, we're going to return everything that we have back at the post office. So I was like, shit. It's all like bills anyway, like fucking junk mail. So anyhow, I saw this one candidate. I pull out the little fucking thing out of my mailbox. And I see a picture of this candidate here. So I'm looking at this candidate. I was like, okay. I'm not opposed to voting for that person. Then I start like reading all the stuff. I was like, oh my God, that's a horrible human. She is such a bad person. Like, I don't know if I want to vote for her, but she's cute. She's a cutie pie.
She looks like a former child star.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something else. Let's see here. Let's get a look at. I'm not going to say the candidate's name because, I don't want nobody to get me. I was like, I voted. That's my wife. You dick. I was like, well, your wife's cute, but I'm not voting for her. You get a close up picture. It's not that great, but like, I don't know. I look at it. I was like, you know what? That's a cutie pie right there. I'd vote for her based off looks. And are we supposed to do that though? I don't think we're supposed to vote based off looks, are we?
I mean, I think a lot of people. I think Trump won based off his stand-up.
Yeah. I mean, Trump. He was funny. He was a
His,
funny guy. I mean, Trump. He did wonders for stand up comedy over the last 4 years, and Biden's he's keeping that tradition alive, son. These motherfuckers are hilarious. Not them, but like the stand up comedians with content because of them. Fucking
Hey,
beautiful,
imagine if we did have a comedian in the debates where they just roast the other guy.
dude. I'm in. They'd get my vote every time. I tried to get them to be president for 16 years. Like I wouldn't stop voting for him.
That might be Trump's true calling. He needs to be one of those roast comedians because he was great at it. He was off the head quick.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if he sat down and wrote material.
He was just dying for that one, the Hillary Clinton one, because he would have been in jail.
Yeah.
He was waiting for that.
Like he had that one sitting. Like it's since Chelsea's wedding. I was like, oh, I got some jokes for you. But other than that candidate, I was looking at everybody else. Like all the candidates, like things look good. It's like, oh, I vote for this person, and this person, but none of them are cutie pies. It's like I look and I was like, ugh. But that's not why we vote. We're not voting based off looks. We're voting based off things. Like things that they do, things that they say,
Let's be real. Most people are voting for their team they represent.
Yeah, that's true. No, I know that for a fact. I remember my wife's friend said that they like because they're like they didn't want to vote Trump. They don't like him, but they've always voted Republican, so they're going to vote him. It's like, that's weird. Now, like my whole feeling is like I voted in '96 for Clinton just because it was like, okay, I see this guy. He's already the president. He's all over the news. Cool. I voted him. It was the first time I voted. Pretty sure my grandparents voted. Yeah, my grandparents are Democrats. Then I didn't vote in 2000. I didn't vote 2004, and I didn't vote 2008. I voted 2012, Obama's second term. I voted Obama. So far I voted Democrat both times, but I'm listed as unaffiliated. And then I voted Gary Johnson. And then this one, I did actually vote Biden because it was like, you know what, I like this shit is ridiculous. And then now I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
I helped.
I mean, and the only thing that I've seen like directly impact me, again, they're not. I don't like either one. I don't.
I think they're fucking both retarded
Yeah.
retards.
But
Well, no,
I just
Biden more than Trump, but Trump's just a fucking jackass.
Yeah, I mean, he seems very selfish and
Yeah.
not truly looking out for anyone. But I
He's
just
looking
got
out for the working
I
class.
just got into investing during the Trump era. My shit's going up every month. Now that Biden's president, my shit's going down every month, like thousands of dollars. Like, yo, is this shit? I know over time they say don't panic and sell. But it's like I'm just watching my money go down every month.
It's like I'm not panicking, but I am. I'm not gonna sell, but I'm a
Yeah,
little
and
worried.
everyone, if you watch your 401k, it ain't looking
Oh
too good.
no, that
Don't even look at it.
Yeah, I stopped. Mine plummeted. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
people have lost like if you're towards the end, I feel really bad for you. For us, we're kind of still in the
Yeah, we're
not early
fine.
years, but
We're in the middle.
The grand scheme of things, it always goes up. So what really is happening? We're buying stuff at a discount right now. So
Yeah.
in some ways, it's good. It's hard to believe it because some people are down like $100,000 from their. And now, if you're towards the end of retirement, that sucks.
Yeah, well,
But right now, the way to look at it is you're buying stuff at a discount and it'll eventually recover. But we don't know. They always say it always recovers. Yeah, but the stock market, what, it started in the 1900s, that century, right? So it's not
the
that
1900s isn't that long ago.
Right. So that's what I mean. It's like it always recovers. Well, it's not been that long. There's a first time for everything. We can never recover, too.
About
And we
100
all
years
lose all
ago,
our
we had
money.
the Great Depression.
And then we all bought these fake pieces of paper to say we own the company and aren't worth anything.
Yeah, I mean, if I own a part of the company, I got some grievances.
Hey, I don't know if you know, but I own Microsoft.
This-
I own what's my main ones? Microsoft's my main one, which has been terrible this year. The S&P 500 is like an index fund. I own some Luckin Coffee that it screwed me over big time initially, but now they seem legit.
I mean,
Chinese Starbucks.
we got some ownership in WWE. What's up now, son?
Don't have any. Oh!
Nice. Sorry, we got the game back on here. Nice touchdown. I've been waiting for fucking Heineke to fucking go deep.
What's wild is
Here
we
we go.
win this game. It might be two of the worst quarterback games back to back they win.
That's okay. Stop hating.
No, I like Heineke. I don't like the other guy though. If Terry's like, see you throw me the ball, I get touchdowns.
Well, they
I
threw it
never
to him
seen him
earlier,
like that.
and he didn't get a touchdown though.
I think we got a touchdown. It was a pick six, but they called it back.
No. That pick six counted. The
There was two.
The fumble.
One didn't.
The fumble didn't count.
But yeah, I like Taylor. I mean, he at least plays with more passion than the other guy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll say this. You could say one's better than the other. One clearly has a better arm. One
Yeah,
was getting
true.
sacked 7 times a half.
True.
I didn't see Heineken get sacked yet. And there was some
Yeah,
talk
that was a perfect throw.
it wasn't the offensive line of why he was getting sacked so much.
Oh yeah. I mean, still fucking sucks.
I've never seen Terry that.
Yeah.
This surprised me.
Yeah.
This was by this was the Neppers beer.
Yeah, this was
That
like
first
that
number
caught me
2.
off guard. I took that first. I was like, "Holy shit!"
It was kind of like the first beer, but like less of that harsh bitter.
So yeah, it's
And the alcohol percentage is up.
so yeah, it doesn't have the bitter, but it has a little bit of like it feels like it's like the first beer was like if you are drawing a line, and then you just decide to like you're going straight like this, and then you just dip down. This is like straight across. All right, that's pretty good. That's even. It's even across the board.
Yeah, it's
So,
got a balance. 'Cause
good,
there's a fruity
good.
flavor and then a bitter.
I like
Where
this.
the other one was just bitter.
I'm not mad at it.
I got some orange.
Yeah, there's some citrus in there. Oh shit! I got a Snickers bar in the car. Nah, like I told it. So I recorded the Hellraiser episode, which that'll be my movie I'm gonna go into. I recorded my Hellraiser episode last night for So You Like Horror with Joe and Marilyn Phil. So Marilyn Phil and I did a werewolf episode several weeks back, and I decided we're not gonna put that there. I'm just gonna put it on Off the Mats for one of the bonus episodes. And the thing is, it was just he and I, and we were just so off. We're off topic the entire time. We're like, we need Joe. He brings us back in. You know, we're on base. So last night we're recording with Joe, and we stayed on topic for the most part. But every so often we start talking about like, so dude, what's your favorite flavored Pop Tart? You know, and then we like had a 15-minute talk about Pop Tarts, and then we start talking about toaster strudels, and then we start talking about fucking Oreo cookies, just all over the place. I was like,
Man.
so
Did you have toaster strudels?
so I did not get toaster strudels. DJ down the street had them. So if I wanted toaster strudels, I had to go to his house. to
Yeah,
get 'em.
it was like one of those things. Like I'm used to Pop Tarts. I like Pop Tarts.
Yeah, I was
you
a
have the
Pop-Tart
toaster
guy.
strudel though. Oh, it's like, oh shit, this is way better.
So when you had your Pop Tarts, how did you have them?
Honestly, I don't think any way. I think my mom probably microwaved it.
Okay, so I didn't realize they were supposed to be toast.
I don't
in
think
a
I did
toaster
either. I think I
until-
ate them. I think you're right. I didn't eat them cooked or heated up
So
either.
once in a while, I might throw them in the microwave, but yeah, usually I just open up the package and just eat them. I didn't know they're supposed to go in the toaster until I was an adult, and it is weird to think that because it's like there's a toaster on the fucking cover.
Yeah.
You would think you would know, and it's on the warning label.
So the toaster strudel was like they took Pop Tart's idea but just made it better because it was
Yeah.
like a croissant crust.
Yep.
They gave you the package of frosting to put on top. The only thing I'll say of that is if you didn't cook it long enough, they were tricky sometimes. There would be times it'd be a little frozen in the middle and then cooked on the outside.
Yeah.
And those things would be hot as hell if you didn't. And they're hard to wait. That shit's so good.
Yeah, like I didn't have them often, but when I did, yeah, it was definitely a party in my mouth. But I'm a Pop Tarts kid. That's just that I grew up that way. What was your favorite flavor of Pop Tart?
Strawberry.
So I see that's a common one. It was not mine.
I like strawberries though, so the fruit. I remember chocolate.
So people
Excuse me.
like chocolate, and I think it was the s'mores one.
I don't think I ever had the chocolate one.
I never had. Yeah, I didn't have those. But I was also I was set in my ways. I like the cinnamon brown sugar. I like that one. That was my go-to. I would have the strawberry one, not by choice. It's like lack of options, you know.
Yeah, I think the brown sugar one for some reason I feel like that one didn't sound good to me. But then I'm like thinking back, like, but I like that oatmeal. Why didn't I? Maybe because I just assumed pop. Oh shit!
Yeah, Carolina up 14.
Chubba Hubbard. There's not too many people with a better name than that.
But yeah, it's like the brown sugar one seemed like
For some reason, that sounded bad to me. But then, I'm thinking back. I'm like, I love that oatmeal flavor though.
So that's funny because I don't like the oatmeal. Like, well, I don't not like it. Again, the brown sugar oatmeal was kind of like due to lack of options. That would be the last one in the pack I would
think
eat.
oatmeal was always a lack of options when I was a kid.
That
I don't
too.
think I ever wanted oatmeal.
Well, no, I hated getting like the Quaker oat out of the Quaker oats out of the cylinder
can,
canister. Oh my god!
Which I like that as an adult. Like that was looked at as like a good weightlifting.
Maybe I just got trauma from that shit because every time I
You gotta
see
put
it, I'm like,
some
no.
kind of sweetener in it.
So that's
I like the apple cinnamon
same.
oatmeal.
Same. I like that because I don't have to put anything in it. Just throw my water in, heat it up, and go. And it's always good because it has its own flavoring anyway. So I remember being a kid. There used to be like a peaches and cream one.
Oh, I think that was good too.
Like I remember having it as a kid, and I felt like it was good, but I remember getting sick, so I would never eat it again. And I haven't had it since I was a
I
child.
do feel like that was one of the best. Like you get that variety pack, and the apple and the peaches would be all gone, and you'd be left with. There was something going on.
Like, well, the maple brown sugar
I
was
think it was
always
the maple
one.
brown sugar was the one I just didn't tried till the end.
Yeah, that was always the one I left to the end. And honestly, I would buy a whole new box before I would start eating the maple brown sugar.
Yeah, it's like
On my third box, I'm like, fine, I
that's
should
like
eat
the
these.
Napoleon ice cream. Well, whenever we had it, no one
I
ate the
think I
strawberry.
think it's Neapolitan.
Neapolitan, yeah. you eat everything, but well, at least in our house, everything the chocolate vanilla be all gone. The strawberry's still there.
Because I'm a strawberry
But
fiend. Son.
as I got older, I liked the strawberry ice cream. But when I was a kid, I liked the chocolate vanilla. I
So-
think it was just I like chocolate vanilla is what I was used to.
In our house, the vanilla is always the last one to go.
I feel like the strawberry though didn't go with the others. That's maybe why I didn't also eat it because chocolate and vanilla kind of go together.
Yeah. Like we usually do. I don't particularly care for chocolate ice cream, but Sophie and Sarah will eat the chocolate ice cream. I'll eat the strawberry, and then the vanilla's like kind of like I guess, like if I have to.
So your house doesn't like the vanilla ice?
Nope. I mean, I like to mix
you
it
like
up a little bit.
vanilla, right?
I'm not mad at it.
Maybe the French vanilla.
I mean, I'm not like I said, I'm not mad at it, but I like a little variety in my packaging every so often. So it's like chocolate, it's fine. I'm not mad at it. Vanilla, it's okay. Strawberry, just right. But yeah, so that's how that's how my brain typically operates. Is you got these variety packs. There's always going to be one that's left to the end. I'll buy another one before I eat that last one, and then eventually it gets to a point where it's like I guess I have to. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with that girl?
That's what she's thinking.
Yeah, she's like I need a new roommate.
White people.
And like she was like my mom definitely told me don't have a white person as a roommate. That's racist as fuck, but that's how some like that. That's how some black households
She got
are,
that
though.
yoga brick. I forgot about those things.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what you do with it.
Well, I think it's supposed to be like if you can't like bend all the way down and touch the floor.
Oh, you
it's
touch
supposed to
your
be.
brick.
Yeah, it's like it gives you something to kind of
Damn,
feel
I need
like
3 bricks.
I think I want some chipotle tonight for dinner. Yeah, I think I'm gonna text Sarah and be like, yo, what are we doing for dinner?
Yeah, look at Gronk in the old folks' home.
Yo,
He's
Gronk,
pulling them all.
Gronk trying to be a Zach Wilson right now on another level. He's like, Zach's not the only one hitting them moms. I'm hitting them grandmas.
Zach pulled the gritty after catching his touchdown.
Yeah.
He was funny too afterwards when his question was like, "I got the best hands on the team," so there was never a doubt.
This fucking guy. Damn, like, when did we record? We recorded last Monday. Today's Sunday. What's up? What you been up to, man?
Lots of work this week. I do have a movie for this week.
Well, we'll get to that.
Well, I don't think I have anything. Well, we actually did get a little volleyball in. Got some 2-on-2.
Nice. How'd that work out for you?
I won every game. Some would brag, but I wasn't going to till you asked. But thank you.
Like, somebody brag, not me.
We switched teams. I won every game, but it's fine.
There was one game we played basketball. When we used to play on Tuesdays. I remember because like winter stays on. We stayed on for 16 straight games, dude. And I don't know how we were winning. There was like, I think the second to last game was like that one that was like the tough one. Like it was like, oh my god, this is tough. We might not win it. The streak might end. Pulled it out the end, and it was the last game that, because it wasn't like we were just playing the same team. There were people waiting on the side. I'm not even sure how we were winning because we didn't have like a athletically good team, but we had like a fundamentally good team. Like the one dude, John, like sneaky, he was on that team. What's the one dude who could dunk? I can never fucking remember his name. But he was like, he wasn't on our team.
The one we called LeBron?
Were we calling him LeBron? Probably. I don't know.
He's like the younger.
Yeah, he was the young dude. He was I think it was Elliot's little brother. But we had Elliot, we had John. I'm trying to think that it was like for sure us three, and like we're not the most athletic. I'm more athletic than them, but like we weren't like a super team. It was just like we played with fundamentals and just basic basketball and just fucking won every game. But at that point, it was like I'm not gonna brag, but we went 16-0 that day. Um, too bad there's no trophy, but no, good for you though. Proud of you.
It wasn't that. I mean, 2-on-2's not
Hey,
too impressive. But I will
said
say,
I'm proud of you. Take it.
we used to play 2-on, like when we're playing 2-on-2, it's because of a lack of people. We don't want to play 2-on-2 if we can avoid it. 3-on-3 and 4-on-4 is perfect for volleyball. I actually like 3-on-3 probably the most.
Yeah,
Because you can handle the serve where you're hitting it to someone in front of you, whereas 2-on-2 it's kind of weird. You're like setting someone straight sideways to you. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well,
It happens. I was watching Heineke throw these another sidearm pass.
hey, I think they got the momentum right now. They got that
They
momentum.
do. He's
They moving.
goddamn. We're dominating the yards, 232 to 96.
Damn, Rogers,
Which,
get your life
yeah.
together, son.
Yeah, I think Rodgers and Brady are going to reevaluate their life after this season.
Rogers is like, I got to start talking to my family. And Brady's like, I don't want to get divorced.
Yo, why does Brady look so different this year? Like,
because he old and he getting divorced.
but he looks like he got tons of work done. He's starting to look like Michael Jackson. Like things are starting to look different.
He's
Hair
like,
looks
he and
different.
Giselle's divorcing, Giselle's about to go wild,
She is, but I think he could too. I mean, he's about to have an 18-year-old girlfriend.
Probably, but I think that's gonna be whack, yo. He's got a bad back, like bad shoulder.
Yeah, but he's got TB12. If he quits football, he'll be
No, I don't care about his money. But like Giselle's about to go out
mean-
there and start getting like dude's gonna be just slinging dick her way, just like fucking blowing her back out. She's gonna be like, yes. Tom was too busy fucking winning Super Bowls. He couldn't do this to me. And Tom's gonna be like, yeah. And
well, dang, you see Antonio Brown trolling. Antonio Brown, right when all that came out, like was happening, he posted a picture of him and Giselle hugging.
eh,
That was pretty fucked up.
hey. I mean, look, we don't know what Giselle's into.
And what if that happens?
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait because then I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Him in?
Yeah. Yeah. It was like Brady's like, yo, we need to have him on
Oh,
the team.
what a catch!
Yeah, that was a great catch.
Is that Samuels?
Yep. Brady's gonna be like, yo, I brought you in. I gave you a home. I fed you. You lived in my home. He's like, yeah, I lived in your home and in your wife. What? Like-
That dude lost his mind. I will say this: it's funny with the Antonio Brown because recently he had that pool video where he's buck naked in the pool.
He was
flashing
hollering at
people.
Giselle. He was like, Giselle, what's up?
But people are all like showing some old clips of when he was humble, and they're claiming it's the concussion thing.
Yeah.
I'll just say this: I don't know anyone who got a concussion and turned like wild like that, and it very well could be. But
You ever-
let's also remember too, he also got once he got paid is when he started acting a fool.
Yeah. Money will do things to you. But I mean, no, like Roseanne Barr got hit by a car, Sam Kinison, and before the accident, their brains apparently were a lot different.
I mean, one of the biggest things with him is he talks very different.
Yeah.
He spoke very more articulate than he does now. Now he sounds like he's trying to talk like he's a rapper, gangster rapper, and like that's not how he talked.
Like,
He was very humble, like initially when.
it was like who he was hanging around though too, like
Yeah, I mean, you could totally change how you talk, who you hang out with.
Yeah.
There's people that grew up in another country. They have an accent at first, now they don't have one.
No, that's Madonna, and like she just decided to give herself an accent. It's like, bitch, sit down. Just because you married Guy Ritchie doesn't mean you're fucking British.
Hello.
No, it always makes me mad when so my one friend who's British, she lives in Madrid. So anytime I say my friend from Madrid, and then people are like, oh, she has a nice Spanish accent. I'm like, no, she's actually British. Anytime I mention her, I have this one friend that will always then start going into this fucking stupid mock British accent. He's like, hello. I'm like, and I'll always look at her like, why are you doing that? It's just, I don't know. Like, I thought it was funny. I was like, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. But the funny thing is though, when I'm talking to my my British friend, and she'll like try to mimic an American accent. She was like, my American accent is so bad. And I was like, what? Like, they just talk. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's not how that works. If I just talk, then it's an American accent. Because she's like, I love your American accent. And I'm like, really? Like, it's just me talking, dude.
Freaking American accents is like a bunch of the Southern accent is
Yeah, that
so
shit is
different.
wild.
I sometimes can't understand what Southern people are even saying.
Just nod and smile, dude. That's what I do. I'm like, yeah, yeah, man. Just go with it. Baltimore sometimes too gets wild. It depends. There's some Baltimore accents. I'm just like, what?
Yo, did we just challenge if this is a fumble or not, so we could get like an extra yard? Because we got the ball back.
Yeah, what's the challenge about?
I think Washington's trying to say it's a complete pass because we recovered it, so we're gonna lose like 8 yards. But let's be real: 3rd and 10, 3rd and 18. We don't get third downs anyway.
Hey, so Black Panther's coming out on the 10th. Well, it says 11th, but it's no, because the Thursday showing is on the 10th. Um, like you should. I don't know. I'm gonna suggest you should probably, I don't know, take off that day, or at least take off 2 hours and come see that with me.
So it's going to be a different. The female is going to be Black Panther.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about it.
So I wish they wouldn't have shown any of that in the trailer.
Yeah, I didn't know that till just now.
So it got spoiled in the Lego set over the summer, because once they showed the trailer, the big talk was, what's the movie going to be about? Are we going to have a Black Panther? Now, we already knew Namor was going to be introduced. They hinted at that in Endgame. And you know, for anyone who doesn't know, Namor is the Prince of Atlantis for the Marvel Universe. Aquaman's King of Atlantis for DC. Two different things, but same concept. So, in the comic, the big thing I've been waiting for, and it looks like they showed in the trailer, is going to happen. Like, Namor has some static with him, and he floods Wakanda. He says, "Fuck you guys," and washes them all down. I'm like, do it, and he does. But the big talk was, who's going to become the next Black Panther, or will there be one? It could have been anyone from M'Baku. It could be people who are talking about even bringing back Killmonger, which I don't want them to do that. He's dead. Let him be. Because that's the whole thing. Is like, oh, well, you can bring back Killmonger, who's dead. Why can't you bring back T'Challa, who's dead? Like, well, because he's really dead. Like, we can't do that. Then they're like, why don't we recast him? When in the comic, the sister does take up the mantle. So I just wish they wouldn't have shown that. I wish they would have. Because, like, when they did Spider-Man No Way Home, it was heavily rumored that the other Spider-Man would be in the movies, but they never showed anything in the trailer. And then actually, when I went to see the movie, I forgot about it. So when they showed him, I got really excited because I forgot that shit. I forgot about Daredevil being in that movie. I forgot about them introducing the other Spider-Man. So, you know, they can keep a secret. But this one, they chose to tell us in the trailer, like, who's going to be the next Black Panther. And it's really fucking obnoxious that they did it. But, yeah, take off so we can go see that movie. I'm going to see it anyway, even if you don't.
Yeah,
but
well, I have that movie club thing, so I'm gonna get cheaper tickets.
So, and that's at Arundel Mills, because I think that's where I was looking to go. I'm gonna get my ticket tomorrow, because basically, it's starting to fill up. Like, even early morning shows, like 9:30 a.m. showings, are almost fucking full. So I was like, shit, I need to get my seat now. I don't want to sit in the middle, like in the crowd. I either want to sit all the way in the back or all the way, like, not in the front of the theater, but you know, there's usually like that break area where you can walk through. I want to sit in that part in the middle or all the way at the top in the middle. But the whole thing is, I'm trying to beat spoilers. I want to see it before any other things get spoiled, because there's one thing I think is going to happen, and it's rumored, and I want to see it. I don't want to read it. I don't want to even go into it, because if it does or doesn't happen, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I don't want to look stupid if it doesn't happen. So, you know, I got pride issues.
So we're watching this game 17-14. My point of, they need to play Gibson.
No, I agree.
Not to say Brian Robinson. I don't know. I mean, Brian Robinson sounds like a great guy, but he doesn't do anything.
Well, I think
he had his best run of the year this game. He did have a 20-yarder. But Gibson looks consistently explosive.
Well, even last week when Gibson got the ball, he made something
happen.
Like, when Robinson got the ball, he was still kind of in a slow movement. But I mean,
I'll give him credit. He always gets 2 yards.
that's fine. At least he's going forward.
Yeah, I mean it's like Ricky Williams that one year when he led the league in yards, but carries as well. He was a consistent 3.5. But if you keep getting 3.5, you're gonna get that first down.
I mean, maybe 4 is better.
Hey, Heineke's playing significantly better now.
Yeah, I mean, he had to get his rhythm. You know, he came in, looked really, really not good. Now he's got a little bit of rhythm to him. I mean,
I would say the biggest thing he's getting the ball. He's getting rid of the ball quick.
it should be 20 to 14. They missed a field goal
Yeah.
earlier, which is unfortunate.
Wentz was getting sacked left and right. I don't recall Wentz. I mean Heineke getting a sack. He's throwing some questionable balls. He probably should.
Well, his first 4 passes should have been interceptions, but
True. But I mean, he's getting rid of the ball quick.
To the other team.
There's Robinson, another.
No, he moved
negative.
forward. No, he
that's
didn't.
questionable.
He didn't move forward. Never mind. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. But yeah, so that's that.
You want to review this beer?
Yeah, sure. Let's
This
get
one's
into
pretty
it.
good. So this was given to us by Neppers last week when we did the 4.
Yeah.
We couldn't do 5 because it was Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Although that never stopped us before.
Yeah, I mean, we could have, but
So it's an interesting name. New Cloud, who dis? I believe this was named. I think it was called a different beer, so maybe it was called New. The Cloud Juice is real as AF.
I hate when people say AF. It's up. It's up.
Oh,
And it's
that
not
looked like a
good.
Wentz was back. Oh, but Gibson again. All right, let's go for the. Oh yeah, we missed the field goal already.
Still go for it.
But
Just
yeah.
go for it.
So this is a New England style double IPA. New England styles are typically like the citrusy fruit type, more juicy. Tastes kind of like an orange juice beer.
Yeah.
The name of this confused me. I thought I was like not finding the actual brewery company name because it's called Local Craft Beer. I kept looking up like I know it's a craft beer. Like, what's the name of the brewery?
Yeah.
Local Craft Beer. So
Original.
local craft beer out of, and I don't know how to say this.
Give it your best shot.
All right, I'm gonna load it up so I can't read my writing. Tehachapi.
Let me see that.
Tehachapi.
You illiterate. What is that? Yeah, I don't know.
We'll say Tehachapi, California.
I bet that's not how you say it.
But 9%er. There he goes. He made a field goal.
About
Washington
time.
is now up 20-14, and Aaron Rodgers is definitely regretting not retiring if he loses this game.
You should have took that trade. Should have just trade me, bitch. 9%er, pretty tasty. It's got all the earmarks of good. So, since this was the beer I brought for you, give me that first score.
All right. So I would buy this. Take another sip.
Yep.
9%er helps.
For sure.
It's got a little bit more bitter than I would want at the end, but I like the initial taste. I'm gonna go 7.3.
It's not hateful. Not hateful at all. So that 9 definitely gives it a super boost. It's buyable, so it's already in the 7s regardless.
You want more?
No, I'm working on this right now. It wasn't too terribly bitter to me. I liked it. It was a consistent taste across the board. I'm gonna go. You went 7.3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 7.5. Was that put at like 7.4?
Yeah.
Nah, look.
I think that's fair.
See, look, I'm doing math for you right now. I'm helping you out.
I
so.
like when I don't have to break out the calculator. There's a few times where like we got some weird numbers. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like the calculator can't even help us on this one. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's funny. The description of this online says hard to find, terrible parking, amazing beer. But yeah, I mean, being in California, we don't know about the terrible parking.
I hear horrible stories, but guess what? I'm not going there to find out about them. You know why? Because fuck
I've
off.
never been to California. I've traveled a lot, but I've never been to California.
Like,
And
CERN,
I guess the farthest west in the U.S. I've been was Vegas.
like we've talked about going out to California a few different times. Um, we're upcoming, like 2024 is it's kind of like our marker where it's like we're gonna go somewhere, but where? So we've talked about California. Um, we even talked about going to Europe, going over to Sweden. We got friends over there. And then obviously the big one being Disney World because she wants to go to Disney World. I don't. So that's why I'm like, well, you can go. I don't want to go, but like she's put me on the fucking guilt trip now. And then Sophie's like, well, Dad, you gotta go. So now I'm like, well, not really. I don't have to go nowhere. Like I can go get a pack of smokes and come back when you're 18, but I'm not. So I don't know. If we go to California, it's gonna be Northern California anyway. So I think like people like shit in the streets up there, like in San Francisco. Though I'm not really sure. It's kind of weird. So
It's got a bunch of hippies. I hear.
I'm
I
alright
hear
with
that
that.
people are very. I mean, I've heard from actually multiple people that have actually been there that like it's very superficial. The people,
Yeah, that seems about like right.
but I do like a lot of my music favorite music. It wouldn't be a typical LA sound, but they're from LA. I like the LA art scene. Um, but I mean, LA. I feel like I mean that's the freaking. You look at the size of that city. I'm wondering if it's like Baltimore, where it's like really the parts you want to go to are all in one spot. But Baltimore's huge.
Yeah,
But the actual spots you would want to go to
yeah, it's
are
all
pretty
like
small.
right here, like in his pocket. Yeah. Well, I got one like really good friend out there in LA, and she and I always kind of go back and forth about both where we live and just how she is. I was like, you wouldn't make it more than 3 days here in fucking Baltimore, just based off of like her being like superficial. It's like, but then contrastly though, I was like, I wouldn't make it more than 2 days in LA because of the impression that I get from her, and then just other things I've seen out there and heard. So it's like I don't know that I would really fucking care to be out there. Like I would, it's like if I'm in California, it's like a quick stop through. It's like, oh, this is LA. All right, cool.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a pocket of LA I would enjoy it, but then the superficial part and the Hollywood part,
Yeah.
I don't know about
Well,
that.
even Bobby was just out there back in August, and it's not his first time going out there, but he did give an interesting observation because he was in San Diego and LA, and he thought that LA was going to feel a little bit more like home. And or no, I'm sorry, he thought San Diego was going to feel a little bit more like home. He said LA did. He said San Diego was really weird.
I've always heard San Diego is like one of the best places to live in the U.S.
That's not to say it's not weird. Like he was basically saying, like everyone that he encountered, was like, they were very friendly, but in a weird way. Like, he'll someone would notice that he's a tourist, and like, yeah, I'm from Maryland, and they're like, oh, sorry about the traffic, or sorry about some shit that they have no control over. Just weird shit like that. I was like, huh, that's interesting. Not that I have an interest in going to San Diego or anything. I think two people that we work with, one was in San Francisco in that region, and the other one was in San Diego. I think they're both back here in Maryland now. Well, I know one for sure is back. They just made a big thing about it on Facebook, about a month ago. The other one, I'm pretty sure is back. Like, I'm not sure if he is or isn't, but I thought that he said that he was back. So, that guy, he's got a kid now. Good for him. Happy for him. And I don't know if the girl is his wife or his girlfriend, but she's a good looking gal. So good for them. Good for him. Proud of them all. Look at everybody. Everybody from her old job growing up. Well, you're still at that job. But, everybody that we worked with back in that period, everybody's growing up. It's weird. Like, the one chick's got like a little flower farm. That's super, super cool. Like, we got a podcast. Fuck y'all. Like, you might got your flower farm, but we out here, we got an audience, son. Like we making moves. What you doing? Feeding honeybees. Like what we doing? Feeding souls. All
I'm
right.
giving y'all
Flavor
free-
for your ear.
Yeah, we gave you flavor. We gave you drinks.
Give you reviews and shit.
Cut the active. I think his name's Cut the Activist.
Yeah, I was gonna the one that you sent me. I was gonna put that up. Well, because you messaged me last night with you had the 2 reviews. Because I was like, well, just do them both. Because if you did one, then I would have to do 2 more posts for today. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't really trying to fuck with social media at all today.
So I got one more post I can do, and then I can do the normal.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll do the beer review tomorrow, like we normally do. I don't know why I made this.
Oh shit. Okay, I get what you're saying.
I like made a post a long time ago and never posted. Let me see.
Well, so
I'm actually gonna check with you that I didn't post this because I don't know why I made this.
I'm already seeing it, and I don't. Yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't recall ever seeing that. But that could be the morning post tomorrow.
Okay.
Um.
But yeah, I got a.
So what? So no. What I'll do then, because I thought you were gonna do the beer
Well,
post.
I do have another one. I could do that today and get that done.
Well, that's what I was saying. Just do both the beer posts, because I guess, because yeah, they would have been Saturday. They would have been a Saturday post, is what it would have been. So that's what I was saying. Just do both of those. Because what do you normally do for Monday? Is it a beer post? This Monday.
Monday's a beer post, and then Saturday my post would have been a podcast. Post.
Shit, then I fucked that up. So then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put up a video, and then I'll flip flop it. I'll take it down, because the fortunate thing is with those posts, they still retain. Versus like there's some posts I put up on BJJ Wiki. If I take it down, I'm not getting those likes back. Like people are like, "Fuck you, we did it once." At least with our beer, because you put up something once, and I flip flopped it, and it still retained its post. So I'll do that later this afternoon, and then yeah, we'll just go back to normal tomorrow. Yeah, do that post though tomorrow morning. Let me know when you do it, so then I know to do the video later on. I'll probably do that one dude, because I try to find, like, if he did something for like a Tuesday or something, I'll do it on a Tuesday, or if it's a Monday, I'll do that. But oh, come on, Cleveland.
Yeah, his post was about day drinking, which we are a fan of.
I'm always a fan of it. It's daytime right now, and I'm drinking.
Yeah, we'll be well rested because sometimes we go kind of late.
Yeah. Well, still, I got some catching up to do on
4th and 1. This is a big play. Green Bay's down 6, 4th and 1.
It's a little early for that. I mean, you guys like just go for the field goal.
I think it's the position.
Oh!
He didn't get it. He caught it, but then he didn't.
You dropped it, you dumb fuck. Look at you.
Rodgers loves it.
Rodgers is upset. He's on
the. Yo, his facial expression this year is just always like a sad face.
Yeah, I haven't seen him smile once
Like,
this
he's
year.
just like,
Oh, here we go.
I really miss Devontae, but at the same time, I think Devontae misses him too.
Yeah, and but Devontae got traded though. Like, what was?
No,
up
he
with that?
signed. He chose to sue because he wanted to play a car.
I thought he got traded.
Nah,
over there.
he didn't listen to Green Bay, and he wanted to play a car because it was his college.
Yeah, because he saw what happened there in Cincinnati. He was like, oh my god, if you
then,
play with your best friend, you're gonna like have a big year. It's like, or here's an ideal: stay with Aaron Rodgers because he's a real quarterback.
Renfro took him off his route.
That's great. Not for them. Who's that? That Pete Davidson
Then he
kid?
tackled the.
I don't like that
he
guy.
tackled the fan or the.
Oh yeah, then he
guy,
pushed. Yeah, he pushed one guy down. What a fucking loser. Is this a Call of Duty commercial? They couldn't get what's his name, Kyler Murray, for this.
Yeah, that shit was funny. All the memes like Kyler Murray's out for Thursday night's games. Call of Duty just dropped. I was like, the first I saw it, I thought it was real. Like, oh, he's out tonight? Why? And I was like, oh, Call of Duty? What are you talking about?
I could never really get into
Yeah,
Call of Duty.
he got
games.
fired up for the coach this last game.
Wait,
Call of Duty, by the way, since we talked about it, when you try to get into it now, it's too hard to play online. Like motherfuckers just shoot you as soon as you spawn.
Well, so
I
well
don't
that
even know what's happening.
well that's the thing with this game.
They're too
I
advanced.
remember playing this game way back when you could play it online and it wasn't too bad. And then even then I was like, well, I don't want to play it online. I don't really fucking. But it's almost no fun not playing online.
Yeah, I mean it's a game. I mean even it's kind of like madness. You get used to the computer. As much as they try to improve the computer player, it's still very predictable compared to a human.
Yeah.
Very much more fun to play human. But there's certain people that just know plays that work every time, which sucks. But Call of Duty, it's kind of like, I mean, I don't know the thing. I haven't played enough, but I feel like, are you gaining something the more you play? Like you're getting better weapons or some like better map. All I know is I'd been spawned and then shot in the head like within a second. I'm like, what? I don't even see the people shooting me.
I can't. There was one game I tried to play online, and yeah, that's exactly what happened to me.
I
I was
don't
just like,
even know
I'm
what's
out.
happening.
I don't even want to play this game anymore. And you know, for those who are that good at it, good for you guys. Like they should have like a setup where it's like, look, like a level setup. Like, all right, look, you're not that good here. You can start off here. At least you can figure out the gaming, and then move up to the next level, and then move up to the point where it's like, as soon as you start the game, somebody tries to shoot you in the head. At least you're prepared.
Yeah, that cutaway was hilarious. It looked like LaFleur was telling Rogers what he did wrong. Rogers just wasn't listening.
And Roger's was like, shut up, bitch. I'm your coach.
Oh,
Damn.
there's a sack. There's a Wentz looking play. I haven't seen one of those yet.
Well, it's all right. They got the ball back though.
And we're in the lead. That's rare.
Yeah, I mean, good for Washington. They playing like the Redskins, like they trying to win a Super Bowl. Not really. No, it's still a bad game. But yeah, I was looking at the Target because it's that time of year. The Christmas catalogs come out, so I used to look forward to that shit as a kid. I saw that shit in the mailbox last night. I was like, okay, cool. So I was looking at it because I think we're gonna get Sophie a Nintendo Switch. When I say Sophie, I mean me. Instagram's gonna pay for that as well. But I was looking at the video game systems. I saw like, so Target had the PS5, right? It says PS5 not in store, not available to order online. I was like, then why are you showing me this? Then the Xbox, they did have one in store. It said one available at the Glen Burnie around the corner from me. I think it was like $2.99. I was like, that's not hateful. And I haven't played Xbox since the first Xbox. So I was like, but do I want a new gaming system? Because it's like, do I play it often enough to justify getting a new system? And then I looked at the Switch, and the thing is, we're getting the Switch. We can play like the old Mario Brothers games and all that stuff. And she's really big into Super Mario Brothers, so she just doesn't like playing Super Mario Brothers because what happens is she tries to run too fast, and she hasn't been able to time the jumps yet. But if I give her the fucking Teen Titans game on the fucking iPad, it's the same motion. But I think what it is, like on Mario Brothers, if you get hit, you die. On Teen Titans, you get hit, you just get bumped back, and then you can keep moving forward. Kids' video games are fucking soft as shit. I remember fucking playing Contra. You get 3 lives. You gotta fucking beat that game with 3 lives, unless you use the Konami code, which most of us did. But before we knew that code, it was basically, you got 3 lives to beat this game. Figure it out. You can get an additional life every so often, though. All right, what's going on here? Oh, they're about to fight?
Frustrated.
They're about to fight?
Samuels just caught a pass on him and he's pushing him. Dumb penalty.
So that was the flag?
Yep.
I mean, they've done pushing already earlier. It's football. Let the boys play.
Yeah, I mean, Washington's dominating this game. But once again, Gibson's running the ball, and he just looks significantly more explosive and fast.
Yeah.
He did have a fumbling problem last year, but as of this year, I don't believe he's fumbled.
Not that it seems. So yeah, good for you, Gibson. Good for you, Washington. Win this game.
So yeah, Gibson looked like maybe he had no fantasy value losing his job, but maybe he does.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick him up in the other league because it's a free Yahoo league, so nobody pays attention. Like, dude, there's so many really good free agents available there, and I just went over and started scooping them up. It was like an embarrassment of riches. Like, I'm sitting there looking, I was like, dude, there's so many good players available. I don't know who to drop from my team to pick up these other good fucking free agents. Because if I drop somebody, I'm giving someone a good player too.
In my other league, the one you used to be a part of, it was voted to switch to the free agent bid. What's interesting about that, though, is you can see. So it's basically the first day of free agency. It's the highest bid, but it's blind bidding, so you don't know what anyone's bidding. It's kind of funny as you can see other people's bid on certain players. So there's been times where someone put in like a $20 bid. I want to say maybe it was like Matt Ryan for some reason, which we only have $100 for the year, and nobody was putting in a bid for Matt Ryan, obviously. So it's like it's funny when someone puts a $20+ bid in for someone, and then you see no one even put in a bid. You could have got him for one. You could have got him for $0 actually.
So I'm not very good at the auction bid game.
I've checked out on it. I haven't even been picking. I don't think I picked anyone up on the auction bid. I just wait for the next day.
So
'Cause I just feel like it's. I just don't like. Honestly, I haven't been too after.
no, oh, he had it to the outside.
Ooh. The first day of free agency too. In the other leagues, I don't bother, which it's by rolling waivers. It's because I'm near the front. I'm not gonna get anyone anyway, so I'll just wait for the next day. Who's left?
If I win, like I still put in a bid just in case someone I was looking for, no one's even messing with. But yeah, the next day is when I start really looking. Big burp.
Brian Robinson again, getting 1 yard.
So when I was I went out to do an episode of Nerd Rage Radio last week, the week before, something like that. And we actually, one of the fan questions that came in was an auction type thing. I'm just not good at auctions at all. I ended up like spending all my money because it was like talking about like powers, like superpowers, and you have $1,000. I think we opened a bid. I was like, I'll pay $600 for that. And they're like, for that? All right, that's weird. And for me, it's justifiable, but still, it's like, damn, nobody else even bid. I could have probably got that for $100.
Yeah, it's especially our first year. It's like I don't even know what the common bid is. Like, is $3 normal? So I see these $20 bids, and then I look at who else bid, and it's like second was $3. Like, damn, you overbid, son.
So I did an NBA fantasy draft, and come on, dude. What are you doing?
At least we got a field goal with 2 scores.
Yeah, but still.
I think we're gonna win this game.
Yeah, I agree. I did an NBA fantasy draft a few years back, and it was auction. So, and I didn't like it because it was like, so basically, I had the number 1 pick. That's what was good because it was like, all right, I got the number 1 pick, so I get to open up. But I get to open up the bid. And then you can basically outbid me for my fucking number 1 pick. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. Like, after the first, I think, 3 picks, I just quit. I let the draft just go as is, and I got whatever came to me. And I didn't have a bad team, but it was like, this is already fucking stupid. Why are we doing auction drafts? Eat a dick.
Did you see the meme of the one group of fantasy people? They did like a kind of like a combine, but of drinking games to determine the draft order.
Yeah,
that shit was kind of fun. Like, I feel like it would be super hard to plan, but it would be that would make some great video.
Did he just miss that? Oh, he made it. So, like, have you ever watched the show The League on Hulu? So they did that. I want to say it was on like season.
I didn't see them do that though.
Season 2 or season 3, like finale or not finale, but premiere. They were basically, I think they did it even in the first season. They're like, okay, we got to set up for our draft, and they're at their the one guy's birthday party for his kid, and they're like, all right, this is how we're going to determine the draft order. Pick a kid. If that kid wins the fucking potato sack race, you're picking number 1. The one guy didn't even pick his own kid. It was like, you didn't pick your own daughter. It's like, I know my kid's weaknesses, and I'm not picking her. He picked some other kid and got the number 1 pick.
I was thinking if we did ever do something like that. I mean, from what I saw, it was like shotgun a beer. You got to finish the whole thing. It's like flip cup. Then it was some kind of running thing, which after a shotgun could be kind of rough for some people.
I would say, fuck a shotgun and do a 40-ounce dash.
Yeah.
You got to chug a 40.
I mean,
and it's going to be fucking brutal.
But I would say this. I would throw this in. First place gets to pick their pick. Because maybe you don't want number
Yeah,
one. Because
no,
number one's kind of a curse sometimes.
no, I
I
agree.
mean, like this year you got Jonathan Taylor who hasn't done. I don't know if
I think he's
has he
injured.
got. Well, he's back today, but I
Mm.
think when he was playing, I mean, it was like he was getting lots of touches. It was like 20 touches, 60 yards. I mean, that's not a number one pick worthy.
Sucks being that guy. Who? So who's the topper? Eckler, I think,
Yeah, I
is
had a
top right now. But
little.
where'd he go in drafts?
He was around seventh, eighth. I liked Eckler. Just
And then
this
Saquon
league
is
will
up there
say
too.
me. So I know Bryce Hall's number six, the Jets running back, who typically sometimes doesn't even actually start, but he ends up with more overall touches. Let me see if I can pull up the running backs.
All right, 1 second here. All right, there's a long pause there. We got to talk, man. We can't both be on our
Chubb
phones.
number one,
Okay, all right.
Barkley's number two. Chubb has a little bit of a decent lead. Eckler's number three, McCaffrey's number four,
All right, I
and
mean,
Fournette's number five, Bryce Hall number six, Jacobs seven, Henry was a high pick, eighth, Miles Sanders was low, nine, and now Stevenson's moving up. I think you have him, I have him in
yeah.
one league. He's at 10 now, but there was a point he was getting not much carries in the first few weeks.
So yeah, like I picked him up recently in our league.
So think about it, Williams is number 12. What running back for Detroit, the backup? Swift would be up there had he not get hurt. But I mean, you could see like, even Herbert for Chicago's at 18, above Kamara.
Hmm.
So it's just like, and I had not an argument, but me and Neps were talking on text of he was saying Barkley is way better than Christian McCaffrey. And it's just like, if you're talking about purely running right now, maybe. But
Off.
you're forgetting how good McCaffrey is as a receiver.
Yeah, I was gonna say like he has a lot of qualities that works for him. I would say off like just as a pure running back, I would say Saquon is better.
When you
But
add in that receiver, because
yeah,
McCaffrey's like elite receiver wise. Like he could legit just play receiver.
give me 1 second.
But yeah, I'm curious how he'll do on San Francisco. Because I mean, even with McCaffrey being on a terrible team, he's number 4.
Well, I mean, McCaffrey is now a 49er.
So yeah, we'll see how
So,
that. And they,
well, he's
I like
he's supposed
what
to
they
play
could
today.
do. Yeah, it's they where Debo can play receiver and slot. And we've seen memes with that. Is McCaffrey can do the same. It's like, I mean, they could do like a little switcheroo formation. Like, I mean, McCaffrey does line up as receiver at times. But I mean, the biggest key with both of those, McCaffrey and Barkley, is they're both injury prone.
What just happened here? Aaron, nah, get the fuck out of here. You fell down, you slippery bitch.
I'll say McCaffrey has better vision. I think his speed's slightly better, but I think Saquon's stronger runner.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And then McCaffrey's got better hand because Saquon's not doing much at all in the passing game.
No, but I mean, that's the thing though too. It's like when you're looking at running backs, it's like, do you want a runner that can get you 1,700 yards and 12 touchdowns? Do you want a running back that can get you
Yeah, well,
900 yards? Rushing, 700 receiving. Because like I just realized Alvin Kamara has never had a 1,000-yard rushing season, and that's why I didn't want to pick him.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't want this fucking guy. But he is a dual threat.
I believe McCaffrey had 1,000 of both
Yes.
and 100 catches.
Jesus, did you see that fucking shit pan throw? Yo, Aaron Rodgers has 110 yards passing.
Yeah,
in the
he
fourth
got
quarter.
outdid by Heineke, and Heineke had like the worst start you could imagine. What was he? He was 0 for 7 with a pick, wasn't he? At one point, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. I don't think he was 0 for 7. He was 0 for 5, and then I think he broke that. He was 1 for 5 eventually.
Yeah, Rodgers has
With like a
110.
14-yard pass.
And this isn't even Washington's defense. This is Green Bay's offense now, like every week.
Let's see here. What do we got on the docket? So you got the Chiefs playing the 49ers.
Yeah, that'll be
After
interesting.
this.
So I don't know how much CMC will play. I know he knows the zone run scheme, so I still find it. I think it would be hard to just. I don't know. I mean, maybe in the huddle they could just be like, "Yo, you do this."
You would think, but it's a.
But I do have Jeff Wilson in one league. I guess he's useless. Which was funny is I was looking to trade him because he's like my 5th running back, which is pretty good. The league I have him, but I don't think I'm going to trade him to anybody now.
Well, just keep in mind, McCaffrey's going to get hurt. That's what he do.
True. And that's the thing too is when you pick your best running back, it's hard. Shit. He dropped it, Rodgers. That's why you need receivers.
Oh my
You're not
God.
good enough to be with people that can't.
He doesn't even know how to react right now. Rodgers to Rodgers.
Man, don't throw to that guy. So that's his tight end, isn't it? I think.
That's a receiver. Because no, he had another Rodgers at tight end.
Oh, dude was laughing before he even landed.
Dude.
Yeah, Rodgers threw a perfect. I mean, at least. I mean, it's a tough catch, but a catch of receiver.
I mean, it was in stride. Like he should have had that, and he didn't. And here we are on 2nd and 10. He's like, let me just fucking check down.
Who is first in your division?
Minnesota.
Oh yeah, they only lost one game.
Yeah, they're killing it right now. Then Green Bay, then Chicago, and then Detroit.
Green Bay is likely going to be 3-4. Chicago looks terrible.
Yeah, Chicago plays Monday night against New England.
For sure, Detroit's better than Chicago right now.
Yeah, we don't play them until later in the season either. So that I mean, now it's funny because it's like I think Detroit's better than Chicago, but I still think Detroit's going to have a worse record.
And you guys lost to Green Bay, right? But that was when like everyone was out.
Well, no, they haven't played Green Bay.
Oh, they
yet.
no. It's New England.
Yeah, it was 26-0 against New England.
Yeah, that's when you had.
Wow, yo, how are they dropping everything, yo? Yo, that's wow. Green Bay
penalties because Rodgers is pointing.
I think it's holding. Fuck out of here. Send that shit back. Oh, blocking the back. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Fuck y'all.
We got to give Rodgers a chance. He's not looking too good. I got him
like,
on my fantasy.
And the other
team.
refs like, well, he's not Tom Brady, so fuck that guy. What's he got? 1 Super Bowl? Tom Brady's got 12? Like, fuck you. Whatever.
What the hell?
Yeah, actually, I saw Heineke. Both of them been flopping. Both of them have just been like kind of falling down and looking at the ref like, what's up? It's dumb. Yeah, it's starting to become fucking NBA bullshit. It's like, this is a contact sport. Get hit.
Yeah, the NBA started.
Yeah, I saw. Like, it's weird, but I saw.
I've enjoyed watching the Wizards. I mean, I pray the Wizards can be good. They are 2-0.
Okay, relax.
But they started off.
There's
hot
80
last
more
year.
games.
I think they started off real hot last year.
Yeah, they did.
I was just say this: Porzingis and Beal never played together last year, and Porzingis is a huge upgrade of what they've had. Not that he's a star player, but he's hard to guard. He's 7'3". He's like a poor man's Durant. He's not as good as Durant. He's a little bit taller, probably a better shot blocker. Not as good of a shooter, obviously, but he's a good shooter. And then Kyle Kuzma, so they got like a good three. Kuzma's been really good. Yo, they just giving Green Bay every penalty.
Like, they're giving flags because they're saying, "Where's my flag?" That's all they're doing. It's like, I want a flag. Okay, here's the flag. I don't think that was interference, but whatever. Like Green Bay, you suck.
But yeah, the start of the NBA season, that Laker game was hilarious. Westbrook went 0 for 11.
Oh, that was great.
I think another guard went 1 for 7, and the other one went 0 for something. It's like LeBron's at that saying he's like on Aaron Rodgers level. Like, yo, should I have still played? I think LeBron's just playing to get that scoring record this year.
Yeah. I don't. Okay.
All right, that was pretty bad, actually.
Yeah. Like, now that you slow it down, it was kind of.
Damn, fool, you got to hold a tight end like that?
who had his knee taped. He just cut. They just cut the tape off his knee. Like, oh, come on, man. Well, it's all right. It's still a 2-score game with 3 minutes left. So, fuck off.
Yeah, we got this.
But
Unless we get a turnover once we get the ball back.
you know what's gonna happen. We already know. Just accept it. I don't want to believe it, but you know it's gonna happen. It's gonna be 24-23. Scouts honor.
I could promise you if Wentz was in, we're going to throw a pick six.
That's all right. For Green Bay.
Heineke does something to the ball. I don't know. He looks like he throws about 5 pick sixes a game, but they don't happen. Oh, what a
wow.
play. That looked easy as hell. Oh, Jones. This guy always gets shut out to the end. I hate when that happens.
That was a good.
I hope
that
I'm
was a
not
good
against
play.
him this week. Yeah, that was a real good catch and throw. And damn, running back, he looked like a receiver on that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It was like, damn. Like when he threw it up, I was like, what receiver's open? Oh, that's a running back, son. But yeah, yeah, I didn't know the NBA started. Like, I thought it was still preseason. I'm sitting there watching like the games, and I was like, oh, they got the starters playing this late. Like, oh no, this is regular season. Okay. Well, shout out to my daughter. Like, she's all into sports. Like, but I think it's part of the bedtime stall. So like on a Thursday night, she was like, because she'll see on Amazon when I turned the TV on, I was like, oh, Dad, is football on tonight? I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, can we watch?
Nice.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Or like it'll be like in the beginning of the game. It's just funny because she's trying to like have that bond and like it's 0-0. It's like, Dad, they're not playing very good right now. It's like, oh, I mean, the game just started. That was the first play, baby. So, but I get what you're saying. They probably are going to have kind of a rough game, but yeah, it's fine. And then basketball was on. And she goes, oh, basketball's on. Can we watch? I was like, oh, I mean, it's late, so you got to go to bed. I mean, she likes sports, but I think that's, part of like the little kid thing is like a physical thing and also bonding thing. And I'm not going to, shrug it away. Like, I'll definitely embrace it. Went to the company picnic last week. We hit the tennis balls around a little bit. So, and she definitely enjoys watching tennis. I don't. But, well, I don't hate watching tennis, but.
I like the highlights. That's about it.
Yeah. Like, well, because, like, a tennis, like a full, like, match.
Oh yeah, that
can go for 3 hours, and it's like, I'm not.
I saw
in for
that
this.
some player did like some kind of like trick shot the other day that they seemed like is not ethical. I was like, but isn't the point to score? I think he like fake hit it, then did a little drop shot. I was like, but it worked. That's clever.
Like why are we upset? Oh, because your boy got scored on. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna hit a quick pause because I'm looking at that pizza over there.
It's good.
And I think I got to get in.
I want a microwave, but it's good.
I think I got to get in on this pizza. So
I got to grab another beer.
I'm going to pause break real quick. All right. Pizza was pretty good.
Yeah, 7-Eleven pizza.
Well, it still gives me that.
You cook it at home.
It gives me that feel of the high school pizza
Lunch?
still. Yeah. But it's still tasty.
Which I actually used to like. That kind of pizza is really good. Well, I don't know if it'll taste the same for you, but like hot sauce on it.
Yeah, I don't really put hot sauce on my pizza.
And again, I'm not tasting the spice part, so it's like more the. And when I say hot sauce, it's like the mild one that has like a vinegary red pepper flavor, because I don't taste any spice anyway. But yo, I got a text just worth mentioning. Heineke's better than what Wentz.
Okay.
Now I wouldn't agree with that in terms of arm, but I think I think I'd rather play him.
So I wonder if though it's a matter of Green Bay, Tampa Bay both lost.
Yeah, I think the Rams' percentage, like to make the playoffs right now, is pretty low, even though their record's up there. And then San Francisco's just I think they went to like number 2 to go to the Super Bowl now just because of CMC.
Settle down.
Yeah, which that's a bit of an extreme switch.
Relax.
Oh, San Francisco's defense is pretty beast.
But even still.
But you still got Jimmy G. And I think Jimmy G's all right, but I don't think he's... I think as long as you're up, he's good.
Well, yeah. looking at
This game could be a wrap if we get
all right,
this
so
first
Green
down.
Bay's upcoming schedule: Buffalo, Detroit, Dallas, Tennessee, Philly, and Chicago. So they've got really three legitimately winnable games out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4 teams over 500. They could win.
Lions could be rough for them because
It
their
could.
offense is struggling.
It could. The Chicago game is for sure winnable. That Tennessee game's a little tricky.
Ooh. Why are you using Robinson, yo?
They don't know.
Gibson's
They don't
guaranteed
know.
get some.
There's a
runs.
minute left. They're going to give Aaron Rodgers a minute.
God
I
damn.
wouldn't give him a minute.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, well, they
'cause
can't.
They
But
just
the clock,
need a field goal.
Nah, the clock can't stop though. So never mind.
I mean, they're gonna get it back, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be like 20 seconds. Are they going for it? Yep.
Where they at?
They might just try to draw them off sides, and we'll make the clock go all the way down. Oh yeah, because they're not
Yeah.
in position to punt from here. It's too
Yeah.
long for a field goal, and
Yeah, it's kind of like that middle zone. Yeah, go ahead and take the delay of game.
why not do a run? No, never mind. I guess you're gonna punt it.
I would say, 4th and 3. I would say go ahead and try to run it. Because
Yeah, he should walk off with a direct snap. Not to
haven't they done
Robinson.
that though before? I've seen not them, but I've seen that before. Like I feel like I've seen it. Like, damn, that's fucked. Whatever though. All right, let's see here. What else we got here to drink?
Yeah, we got our third beer. So I almost got Dale's Pale Ale, but knowing our style, there was Dale's Double Pale Ale.
All right, there you go.
So we increased.
We doubled
our
up that
percentage.
pail.
Yeah.
All right, you know
No,
how
it's pretty
I like my girls a little pale. All right, let's go.
Yeah, get a swig of this though. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not like the other one we had. There's no.
It's
none of the,
pretty good.
There's none of the fruitiness.
I'm not mad at this.
Wow, that was not a good punt for where we were. But 23 seconds. We're gonna win this game, right?
Wow,
Rodgers is
statistically,
the
I
master
would say 98% likely.
Rodgers is a master getting like a pass interference called deep.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Heineke's standing on the bench.
Well, that's just the thing. They just need a field goal. And that's where this gets real tricky. It wasn't a terrible punt.
Probably gonna happen is Rodgers is gonna throw a perfect pass and it's
Yeah.
gonna be dropped.
Well, he's going to throw a perfect pass, and it'll get them just where they need to be. And they'll try a 60-yarder. Which, you got to try. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, he runs out. He runs. He throws it. Interception. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, we just had a freaking
What the
13
fuck just
seconds though. That's gonna
here?
take a lot of time.
Yeah, because they didn't think they were going to get that. Oh, no, you
5 seconds.
Yeah, you got to go for the Hail Mary here. You only got 5.
They don't have time for a field goal. Rodgers like, I got this.
Fuck that. The Raiders went for a 70-yarder. Go for it, son. Don't be a bitch.
Look, the kickers. The coach is like, you sure you got this? What are we gonna do in 5 seconds?
Now throw it up. Basically, if he throws it short, that's game. If he throws it up, it gives him a chance.
Washington just needs to let something underneath, as long as it's not like a 20-yarder.
Yeah. Yeah, give him
I don't
everything.
think they have time for anything.
Yeah, give him everything underneath because it's only 5 seconds. That's the drop back in itself.
I think it's gonna be Hail Mary.
There has to be a Hail Mary. No.
Oh, what?
Wow. Wow.
Oh. Yeah, these are fun.
Someone get behind him.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What are we doing?
Rodgers got the ball. Oh no! What a dumbass! How the fuck did Rodgers get the ball and then
but they moved it. They were moving it.
Yeah, and the best thrower on the team ends up at the ball and throws the worst pass.
Yeah, to be fair, he threw it to a lineman.
It went straight under his legs.
The lineman was like, I don't know how to catch. And then
Yeah, that was looking dangerous.
Yeah, I mean they were moving. I was like,
Oh, there's a
yo.
flag.
No, it's because I don't think he threw it backward. I think he threw it. It was a little forward. So
So yeah,
that
big
that's
upset.
yeah.
I like it. Heineke wins the games. Keep him in.
All right, 1-0 this year. Keep going with it.
Wentz was just there. He's like, "Fuck you."
Wentz is gonna come back. Like, so, can I get my job back? And Heineken was like, what job?
Yo, you third string.
Go get my water, bitch.
Yeah, that last play was wild, especially the fact that Rodgers ended up with the ball and threw the worst pitch of all of them.
He looked like he was about to run it in.
Yeah,
I thought he was
one
gonna
of
run.
Yeah.
one of the pitches was wild. They looked like they could have kept running, and luckily he pitched it bad. And then Rodgers gets the ball. I'm like, how the hell did Rodgers get the ball? And then he threw the one bad pass and threw it under his lineman's head because he skipped it.
But that's the thing, though. In the play like that, though, everyone better be moving upfield because everyone better be available for that pitch. Because if not, then
Those plays
you're
are
not
fun.
playing right. I was like, everybody in this commercial was like good looking. And then you got to that chick with the scarf, and she probably has cancer, though, right?
That's mean.
That's fucked. My bad, yo.
But yeah, everyone.
We didn't.
For the
I'm not
artist.
gonna say that. I was about to say something really fucking horrible. So let me just chill now.
What is this a commercial for?
I don't know, dude.
There's like sad.
Well, I was gonna say cancer. It's a hospital.
So it's like good-looking people have.
So yeah, basically that's what it is.
Problems
If
with
if
their
you're
kids.
good looking, I mean, you got cancer. Damn,
Two good-looking give a cancer kid.
that's fucked.
I'm safe. 'cause
What was
I'm
that
not
news
good
report? She
looking.
looked kind of thick. I'm all right with that. I'm not mad at
Yeah,
that.
I want to stick with Heineke. He doesn't look pretty, but he wins games. He only got sacked the one time.
You know who else wasn't
remember.
pretty? Trent Dilfer. Guess what he has? A Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, that shit's wild.
So don't even hate on it.
Hey,
Just-
I mean, like it was wild. Mariota last week threw for 14 passes. He was like 13 for 14, but they ran the ball like 60 times.
all right, it wins
Yeah,
as long as you get the win.
not today though. They lost.
Yeah, they got butt
I
fucked.
would like it if you throw it to Kyle Pitts and Drake. You know, they can catch the ball.
Nah,
More
we're not
than
doing
one
that.
target a game would be nice.
Nah, son.
Especially friggin' Pitts. Pitts has such a matchup, but they just don't want to pass the ball.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but-
this game will be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for CMC. I want to see him, the old
Is
CMC,
it
because he
'cause
was
he's
fun
white?
to watch. No, because he
Yeah,
was
it's a white running back.
No,
Yeah.
it's like the Great White Hope. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but
He seems like a good kid.
I like seeing
You know what's really cool?
dynamic players like that succeed.
What's really cool is his dad played for Shanahan, and then the sons, Shanahan's son, and the McCaffrey's son, playing, coaching.
I
That's pretty cool.
I can tell you one thing I don't like is when a player that's supposed to be good and they just suck, like Jonathan Taylor this year. It's just like what's wrong?
I mean, there's several things.
He has Matt Ryan as quarterback,
I guess.
which looked good last week, but not this week.
I think also the thing is too. I mean, and that happens a lot sometimes with sometimes that happens with running backs though too.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like you can go off, but then it's like the next year it's like okay, like were there any changes in the line, or are you just not confident in your approaches? What
Is
like
that
what are we
Wilson?
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously not CMC,
I mean, he got California Sun.
but Wilson's been solid. I would say this: San Francisco has been really banged up, and I think this game, one of the biggest people to get back is Trent Williams.
Yeah, that's wild that Trent Williams. I think like on Madden he was like a 99.
I think this year he's a 99.
Yeah, on Madden he's a 99, but then San Fran's like O line isn't in the top 10. Like,
Yeah,
it
they
was
just
like,
circle
damn.
him. But yeah, they showed I think an Instagram post recently was just showing how versatile he
nice.
is. Where he came in motion on a run play across the field, just basically took out 4 people by himself.
Good for Kittle. About time you did something.
And Kittle, I mean, he's still in Madden like ranked really high despite his stats because Kittle is a far better blocker than like Kelsey, and
Yeah.
he's an all-around tight end. He's not getting many throws, so his passing numbers being bad.
Trust me, I know. I
Oh,
have him in one of my
McCaffrey's in.
leagues. Let's see what happens here.
Oh shit, they're doing some wild ass shit. The fullback went over there.
Oh, I was gonna say you're not going on that
I
wheel
don't-
route.
I don't know what that play was.
Yeah, you had McCaffrey right there. You knew he was gonna make it happen. Dummy. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, girl? I don't
Why
know.
does she look like she's at the game but doesn't? Like it looks like a
Yeah.
fake background.
She's probably not there. Like, look, we got this new technology.
Like, where's all the players?
Yeah, that's that's what, like media is so fake, yo. So, I don't know. Fuck them. All right, let me go ahead and take some more sips of this.
Yeah, he pulled this up.
Good stuff. It's pretty good. Actually, all the beers have been good the last couple weeks. There's McCaffrey. No, that was a hard run. Like just slashed up
People
the
forget
middle.
too, like how fast he was. And what was he, number 2, 3 draft pick? Like pretty high. I mean, the other draft pick that high that I remember is Barkley in recent years.
For you mean running back?
Yeah,
I don't know.
pretty sure he was a really high draft pick.
Yeah, he was definitely top 10. I just don't know where at in that top 10.
Yo, San Francisco looks like a video game team now. With Debo, you got Trent back, Kittle.
Yeah. Oh my God.
McCaffrey.
Yeah.
If you got McCaffrey in fantasy, you probably won as long as he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah. This, like the way he's running just doesn't look fair. Now, granted, that's only 2 runs. They might figure it out later, but he looks good. So.
And Carolina, he was like, I think last week they said it was something like 80%, 85% of their yards were all him.
That seems about right. And
Andy's like, I wasn't preparing for McCaffrey. It's rude.
he was like, I didn't think they were gonna have this much speed. Like we had another plan. We didn't think they were gonna have a white running back. Oh my God!
Shit.
And then he just prepared for the white running back. Like,
And
well,
Wilson's
what the
been
fuck
good.
is going on here?
But Wilson's now
This
gonna,
black guy's running.
they're all going to be fresh. They're going to put Debo back there. They got that fullback that plays.
They just told Jimmy G, don't worry about throwing today. They just said, just hang out. We're just gonna hand the ball off to everyone.
Oh, yeah. And they got, Trent's ridiculous too.
Then they're like, do you want to put Trent in the backfield? Do it. They're like, Jimmy, you want to run? Go
Look,
for it.
Now McCaffrey's back in, so now he's fresh. He's lined up as receiver.
You don't know what to do with this kid.
Yeah, this shit's going to be wild. Oh, then you got.
This is about to be the most fun team to watch.
Yup, just ran. Oh, yeah, they're about to run. Good luck guarding San Francisco.
Jeez, yeah, maybe they are Super Bowl favorite now. Well, let's look at the NFC. What do they got? Like
Minnesota's the top team, I believe.
So they're the top team.
Well, no, Eagles. But
Eagles. Minnesota,
I don't like Eagles once it's playoff time.
Dallas, San Francisco,
Dallas, which
the Giants.
I don't believe in Dallas or the Giants.
Nor do I. But these are the things that we have to play with. So
I wouldn't count Tampa Bay out yet.
nah,
The record's not
I
good.
don't know. Like I'm ready to count them out.
All right, that was like a play.
We
They
got
got too creative.
We
Was
got
that
Detroit.
Samuel?
Detroit's
Yeah.
always in the picture.
So yeah, they're already running the ball with receivers, running backs.
Yeah. I got a feeling
Yeah,
yes.
McCaffrey don't even know the playbook in this dome. It's like
So yeah, maybe San Fran might be the favorite. Yeah, that's like you said. He doesn't even know the playbook yet. So don't let him learn it.
Look, he looks dying to come back in too. He's like, yo, this shit's fun. I got a team that's all right.
He was like, I've never played with a team that could win. And my
Look at
quarterback's so
Jimmy G.
handsome.
Yeah, I was like, Jimmy G looks like a freaking soap opera star.
He was like, oh my God, like we're about to fucking kill these guys.
Jimmy G's about to throw 3 passes for touchdowns.
Oh.
Then they're gonna they gotta settle for a field goal. No,
That's
that
all right.
wasn't a fumble. We didn't
Nah,
catch
yeah,
it.
relax. Go for it, dude. Just go for it. Go for
Should
it.
add McCaffrey and Debo.
I say
and
go for it.
Wilson.
4th and 3, go for it. They've been having their way. Just let them run it right up the gut. Because
And versus Kansas City.
every single run that they had has been like hasn't been any less than 7 yards. Like just go for it, dude. I forgot Robbie Gold was still in the league. Good for that guy.
I know San Francisco is supposedly one of the hardest places to kick too because of the wind. Chicago. Oh, that looked weird at first. But I think
He knew what he was doing. All right, I'm cheering for San Francisco the rest of the year because they just
they look fun.
they look fun.
But yeah, we're about to see another fun team though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. All right. Let's see here.
You want to review this now?
Yeah, let's go ahead. I got to get moving because
All right.
Sarah's texting talking about
So-
she's got places to be. I'm like, bitch, where you got to go? Oh, work.
I almost got Dale's Pale Ale, which is a famous beer. A lot of people have had that. But then I saw that next to it was Double Dale's. And that's how we do. So it's an American Double Indian Pale Ale by Oscar Blues again. Did we? Yeah, we did Oscar Blues. That's funny. So it's one of those three states. And the real good thing going for this, where it's an Imperial IPA, 9%er.
All I heard was 9%, and I'm
We've
in.
had a hazy IPA again. So I would say, I mean, taste wise, this has none of the fruit flavors. It's just a bitter beer, but like a good bitter.
Yeah, it's bitter. I'm not mad at it though.
Like that's the only flavor I can describe. There's no fruit flavor.
No. So, and that's the thing
And
though.
then where it's not, I sometimes those non-fruit flavors are easier to crush. I mean, in terms of like, if we were at a party right now, I could crush these more than continuously drinking a fruity beer.
So I could crush the fruity beer, but I can't keep drinking them. Like I could probably knock out two,
That's what I
possibly
mean. They're not-
three, possibly.
I can't continue. I could continue drinking these.
I don't know.
Maybe
that
I won't
could.
crush it, but
So this one, 9%, and that's a good thing.
we've done quite a few of these high percentage ones lately.
Yeah, trust me, I know. But so I'm gonna say this.
Yo, their uniforms are really too close this game.
I'm not having a problem.
I don't like San Francisco red. Where they're wearing both. They're both teams are red and white, just the opposite pant. and
Yeah,
jersey.
I mean you can't tell the difference between the shirt and the pants.
I can. I'm just saying, in Madden that'd be tricky.
Dumb bastard.
I like it.
Oh yeah, I did see that rookie running back. Like I was thinking about picking him up, and I was like, but they're like he's probably not going to get a lot of action. So look, this beer here in comparison to the last beer, both 9%ers. The last one had less bitter, a little bit more tasteful.
Yeah,
I like
definitely had some fruit flavor.
I like that. What I give the last one?
7.5.
7.5. All right. So this 9 helps it. What I give the first one? 6.9.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this at a 7.1.
Scientific.
Yeah,
Oh,
son.
Dale.
Yo, I like
Taking a
science.
sip.
Science is my
So
passion.
this
Yeah.
ice cold, it helps being ice cold.
Yes, that's a fact.
If this is warm, it's gonna be bad.
Which is why I wouldn't be able to drink this at a party like that, because if you're mingling and everything, you know. But if I'm out there just fucking slamming, ooh.
Let's give San
Did,
Francisco. I want to
did
see
they get the pick?
I want to see this new offense again. Yep. I kind of like when.
God damn, that was good.
I like when Mahomes throws interceptions.
Yeah,
It's
fuck
kinda
that guy.
fun.
Fuck him. And
Oh, that dude again. That dude always just gets played.
Okay,
He's
let's
like-
see it. Here we go. Off
Like
the hands.
he might
off
have
the
not
hands.
done anything, but
Heads
he's
up,
in the
heads
right
up.
position all
Here
the
he goes.
time. Yeah. Oh, that's a pick.
Oh,
What a
that's-
catch.
Yeah, good for that guy. Good for you.
I don't remember his name, but I've seen him in a few weeks now. He comes up with huge.
Is that guy?
He reminds me of Troy Polamalu because
I was gonna say, is that guy Samoan? He looks Samoan.
Polamalu will be making no. He's just in the right spot. Like he didn't do that play, but he caught the pass.
Yeah, good for that guy.
This guy.
Samoan, stand up,
I don't know if he's Samoan. I
dude.
think he
Chill.
just got long hair.
He's Samoan. Look at him.
Yeah.
That looks like Samoan.
He got a tight beard.
Like,
I'm jealous of
exactly,
the hair.
he's Samoan.
I wish, now that I'm at the age when my hairline's receding, I wish at one point, like, I tried to grow my hair long just to see what it was like, Because I never experienced this. Like, oh, damn, now I can't. Or I'll get the Hulk. Well, I won't be as bad as Hulk Hogan. Not even close to Hulk Hogan. But
No,
it'll
that,
be
that
a-
was bad.
it'll
Hulk
be
Hogan was
pretty
bad in his 20s.
Yeah, I still got hair in the front.
Like, Hulk Hogan was losing hair like when he was like.
Well, what's
22.
funny is though my hair is like him is that when my hair is long, it's really straight, like that. There's no type of curl texture, nothing.
Yeah, like that's a weird. I remember like being a kid and not like a kid, but being younger, not liking like the curly hair. This is like, dude, this shit is dumb. Like,
I
you got
was-
curly hair. Your hair is dumb.
I always wanted to cut my hair real short, like a buzz cut, and my parents wouldn't let me. And in high school, I had the friggin' Zach Morris look, and that wasn't because I wanted to. That was just like a lack of options.
It's like,
That's why I always wore a hat when we played basketball, because my hair would like flop down in my face.
nice catch,
Who was that?
Devo.
Samuel. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yo, that shit was hilarious. The little meme of
yeah.
Debo
No,
and
I'm a,
McCaffrey as the White Man Can't Jump movie, which that's an underrated movie. That's one of my favorite movies to be
I'm
honest.
gonna I'm gonna do that meme on Tuesday.
That that movie for some reason always plays around Thanksgiving. I wouldn't consider it a Thanksgiving movie, but it always does.
Don't hate.
No, I like it because I love that movie.
That's a family movie.
That's one
son.
of my favorite movies.
It's a family movie.
It's an underrated sports movie because sometimes you don't necessarily think of that one. I love that movie though, and it had like legit basketball. I could say if they played, I think Woody might take. I think
You're saying it because he's white. That's
no, because I think clearly. Why am I blanking on
Wesley.
his name? Wesley is more athletic, but when you see him,
'Cause
he
he's
looks
black?
he looks
Okay.
a little awkward playing basketball.
Yeah, it's like just because you're an athlete doesn't mean you can play
He's
basketball.
like he looked like an athlete that's playing basketball. Like he didn't look like a true basketball player. Where Woody looked like he played. Like he wasn't as athletic, clearly.
So I will say this: Wesley Snipes is a martial artist, and wow,
Oh, what a play!
and martial
Yo,
artists
that shit
don't.
wasn't even a good play, and they just fucking made
Martial
it.
artists don't tend to be the best athletes.
And he
if
was
that
good. It
counts
was
for
it was
anything.
just like his dribbling looked a little too not natural. I don't know, like and you could clearly see though Woody Harrelson wasn't crossing anyone up.
So,
But that movie was great.
defense. That's defensive penalty. Touchdown
Yeah,
will
San
stand.
Francisco looks real good. And if they
Ooh.
freaking spank Kansas City, you know they're real good.
So I didn't make my adjustments for my picks this week, but I still had Kansas City winning this game.
Oh, I mean, it's crazy the Vegas odds of how much San Francisco just went up with McCaffrey.
I mean, Vegas knows.
Oh yeah, and they do actually that they're more accurate than any other prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still got Coleman, which Coleman's a touchdown getter. I hate that dude, Tevin Coleman,
Yeah, I was gonna
because
say, yeah.
he's always the backup and gets all the touchdowns, and it's always he's the backup to whoever I have in fantasy. He's the biggest touchdown stealer I've ever seen. It was back when they had Freeman in Atlanta. Freeman would
Yeah,
run
yeah.
20 carries, 120 yards, and freaking
He'll get to the 1 yard line every time. Like, all right, bring in Tevin.
Tevin would have 7 carries,
Yo,
3 touchdowns.
Not for nothing, but that Whopper looks good as shit.
I haven't had Burger King in a while. I wonder if anything's different.
No, it's not. I had
They
a
gave
Whopper.
you a new bag.
I had a Whopper last week. It was pretty tasty, but it's no different. The fish sandwich is different. It's still
Look at this
trash.
guy. Who's he gonna pick?
Trash. Let's get into our movies real quick.
Oh, I didn't give my score.
Oh, you didn't give a score? Come on,
7-1.
son.
I'm gonna give it 7-2. I think that's just a low 7 beer,
Yeah.
but recommended. I think it's fun because it gives you a nice little buzz.
Hey, so I'm going to this Halloween party this weekend. I got to pick up some beers. Throw me some real quick suggestions based off what we've had.
Well, easy one you can get a 6-pack of because a lot of them are hard to get because we've done so many craft breweries.
All right, we'll throw it out there,
Tropical
bitch.
Truth.
Tropical Truth. That's a Flying Dog.
Yeah.
All right, Tropical
So
Truth.
that's nearing like 9% or 2, but it has the fruit flavor.
Ooh, and that,
Do
so
you want something strong or like something you sip on?
so I go there to get fucked up.
Then there you go. That's good.
Like
I have one too if you want one. Like we can split it.
let's
So you remember.
let's split that real quick, cause like I was telling Sarah, the whole thing with like going to the Halloween party with out in Newmarket. The thing is, it's like I enjoy going to their parties, but also this episode actually will be coming out. Oh no, yeah, the anniversary of when my good friend Charles Brutus, for some of you who may know, he passed away 12 years ago. So that's actually what the Halloween party is kind of for. Like we were supposed to have a Halloween party that year. He was like he's never been to a Halloween party, so he asked Bobby to throw one, and Bobby was like, okay. And that year he died, like the week before the party. So, going to it, I tell Sarah, it's like it's a big deal to me to go to this party because we still kind of reflect, we still remember the dude, and it's a fun time. We still have a fun time, but I'm still going there to get fucking blitzkrieged, you know. So yeah,
we're talking about having like a Halloween party here Saturday, but then it looks like it's just again as adults, it's hard to get everyone together. Like you're busy, so I think Friday we might try to do the Field of Screams. I think Bear's gonna be terrified, like like it would be funny if could somehow wear a camera.
Did you have a GoPro?
I do, yeah.
There you go.
Maybe I'll sneak. I don't want to tell her that I have it.
Then don't.
That shit would be a good video actually.
Yeah.
If I could somehow get like the chest strap, because obviously over my head, that's gonna be obvious.
No, yeah, like put it like right here, like right above the pack. But no, like one thing that I found has worked for this Halloween party, and granted, he's been doing it like now for 12 years, so it is kind of a thing with all of us. But he sends out the invite, like he plans his joint back in like I want to say June. He sends out the invite in June. So I mean, it's almost like as an adult for us, it's like to have like parties, we have to like plan that shit out like at least 3 months in advance. Because I got somebody else who's actually doing a Halloween party right now as we speak, and they just let me know like a month ago, if even. And I was like, it's like, dude, on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
like,
Sunday afternoon is not a good time.
Like,
So yeah, if we don't get enough interest for a party Saturday, which maybe we will, but I'm still thinking even maybe like a small party then.
well,
'Cause
yeah, I mean,
Bay has never experienced going to Fells Point on Halloween, and she would like to. And I can tell you, it's not exactly what it used to be years ago. Because years ago, that was like the thing. I've been to it years later. It's still fun, but it's not what it was. But yeah, it is funny. I always wondered this with Halloween. When did it become just be whatever for Halloween? Like, it used to be, scary stuff. And then it just became like, now people are like, it'd be like a freaking Scooby-Doo. It's a Halloween character. It's like,
well, yeah, I mean that's always been the
but
thing, though.
when did that happen? Because no, it was scary. I mean, I remember as a kid, I was the Dukes of Hazzard. I had a Dukes of Hazzard costume. My parents have a picture of me getting my foot stuck in the damn pumpkin that we all had in the 80s. Everyone had that pumpkin, I think, at some point, with the little handle. I don't know why I kept sticking my foot in it.
Hold on. So, the whole Halloween thing with our costumes, we tend to keep them pretty tight-lipped. Not that my costume this year is going to be anything special. It's nothing particular. It more so it's the theme to it that's more important to Sarah and I, because we've never done a couple's costume. So, and I had another plan, and she showed me something. I was like, oh, we can do that, because comic book wise, that actually works out, and a handful of people at the party will get that, and that means something. Where it's like maybe the overall won't get it, but the people who get it on the sneak tip, they understand it. And she was talking about like getting best couple costume. I was like, we won't get best couple because not most people won't get the story behind this costume, but there's going to be at least, I want to say, 5 people there. They'll know, and that to me matters more. Like I won scariest when I did the haunted or the evil tooth fairy, and then I think that same year I got scariest and I got something else. I can't remember. Maybe best makeup is what it was. But next year, let me see if I can find this real quick. This is what I'm going to pull out. Because I'm not going to do any makeup this year just yet, because my daughter isn't ready. Because she'll have to see me before I go, and I don't want her to see this makeup. So I'm looking at possibly doing this.
Oh yeah, you should.
It's either
terrifying.
that, or I'm looking at something from this collection here. Now that one I like.
That shit's fucked up.
This one, I'm not into that one. But because I do actually really like doing face paint. Like I like doing face makeup. Contrary to what people may believe, I'm really big into cosmetics when it comes to Halloween. But this year I'm doing just a basic mask. There's nothing special, but it means something for Sarah for us to do a couple's costume. And then next year, I don't know if I'm going to do the face makeup next year, but it will be in the next 2 years. Next year, I might do what I was going to do this year because it's super simple. It's comic book themed. It's easy. But those face ones there, I like the first one I showed you with the spiral. That one I really like. I just think that's going to be a little tougher to do.
Damn.
Look at you, Kelsey, jumping over people. Oh, excuse me. All right.
Kelsey's ridiculous. Oh, let me grab that other beer.
Okay. Yeah.
And
All right, we're back with the beers. Let me look at our game. I've been trying not to look at our game because I was just like,
yeah, I didn't get any touchdown notifications.
all right.
which
So
is
let's see
kinda
here.
scary.
So right now, the score. So all right, yeah. I'm about to stomp your ass in, son. I don't know how though, because like I'm looking, it's like who got me points? None of this makes sense. Okay, Trevor Lawrence did develop eventually,
Yeah, Lamar got 11. That's his
But-
season low.
but looking at the rest of my team, no one did anything. Tucker got 13. Benjamin got me 24 on Thursday night. Kamara surprisingly got me 14. Bateman got me 6. So I was trying to make a. Oh, I'm glad I didn't make a
See,
change.
your
huh?
boy from Detroit got me 0.9.
All right, so let's go look at you. So you
But
got
Devontae
Jackson.
Adams playing now. London got me 1.4, so that's pretty bad.
So you got Jackson, who got you 11-9. So let's say 12. London, yeah, okay. Devontae, I mean, he's still in there, so I mean, he can make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 5, and it's only the second quarter.
Yeah,
And let's
Same-
just stay. Harris and Mostert haven't even played.
yeah. So I mean,
Oh, you got Stevenson? God damn it. I got
nah,
him
relax,
too.
buddy. Oh, and guess who?
Oh, New England versus
yeah,
Chicago? That's
relax.
weird.
It's all right. It's all right.
But I got the Jets versus Denver.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, we don't
And
know how they're. I think it's Rippon's playing.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I was like,
One of the Mark Rippon family. I don't know what it is.
Well, he had a daughter who played in the lingerie football league too. She was quarterback.
I believe he had another family member play first in the NFL.
Damn.
I don't know which one this is, but the Rippons got some athletic genes. Even though Mark
Yeah.
Rippon couldn't run worth shit, but he could
That's all right.
throw. He could throw that ball deep in that Super Bowl year.
Yeah. I mean, they won the Super
He
Bowl.
might have been the best long ball quarterback.
Who was
in
MVP
the
that Super
season.
Bowl? Was it him?
That Super Bowl. I would think it was. He was close to being MVP for the season.
That's because I don't know who was that MVP.
Because that's when we only lost 2 games. And they were towards the end of the year, which was one of them was to Dallas when they were winless.
Let's
is
see
wild.
here. Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's weird as I don't remember that one. Obviously, the one before that was Timmy Smith.
Yeah. That's always my favorite one. Timmy Smith. Love that guy.
His first few games
okay.
that next season were
Yeah.
beasts.
Oh, Mark Rippon was
Yeah.
he was the MVP.
His long ball that year was absolutely absurd.
All right, hold on. I got it bullshit.
And I
real
believe we
quick.
had 3,000-yard receivers that year,
All right, hold on. Packing up.
which doesn't even happen in today's game.
All right.
Maybe Sanders didn't. Ooh, god damn, he's fast as shit. Is that Hardman?
Yeah. All right. So
That's rude.
let's real quick jump to these movies real quick because my wife's texting me saying
All right.
when are you coming back because she's got to go places. I don't
You
know
wanna
where
go
she ain't got no
first or
friends.
second?
I'll go second because I'm talking about a movie you already talked about. So
Okay. So I'm gonna try my best to recap. This is a little difficult one, but it was. I haven't seen. Honestly, I've been struggling with movies to watch.
Same.
Just nothing stood out to watch. I started to watch Grandma Boys. And I'm gonna finish it. I actually never saw that.
That's so
Yeah, I've heard
fucking
heard
good,
so
yo.
many great things, and from what I've seen so far, great. But I started it too late and Babe fell asleep, so I stopped watching it. But I'm gonna finish it. But the other movie I watched last night, it just happened to be like in the top 3 in Netflix. looked at the review and was like, all right, it's decent enough to watch. It was called The Stranger.
Okay.
So it's like a crime thriller drama.
I know a thing or two about strangers.
It was yeah, we talked about The Stranger. If you know, you know. But
Episode title.
yeah, I believe it was an Australian movie. It was a little bit unique. I mean, again, a lot of these movies have been done similar storyline, but it starts off you don't know who's who exactly. It's hard to explain, but basically, what you figure, and it's gonna spoil it a little bit.
Yeah,
It's impossible to
I
talk
don't
about this
care.
movie without spoiling it. But basically, there's someone that abducted a child and killed him. But all the evidence they had, there was basically none. They know who did it, but there's no evidence linking him to him. So basically, the cops are trying to get a plan to try to get him to admit it. So they do this whole elaborate thing of basically like where he is, he changed his name. It's basically it's almost like, I wouldn't say a mafia, but like a crew type thing, like a mafia recruits him. It's all undercover cops, though, you find out. So it's all a scheme to get him to admit what he did. And it's just like, I mean, they get him fooled super bad. It's like, because they treat him like family, and eventually, like, he's in on all these missions. You know,
Yeah, that
when
shit.
I say missions,
Yo,
it's like
that
these
kind of shit
drug-
is like real trash,
yeah.
yo.
And it's based off a true story, though. But
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
when
especially when
it's based off a true
true.
story, it's probably barely. But anyways,
Mm.
the cops are. I mean, it's all undercover. This one, he befriends the one dude that's like his best friend, but he's like telling him how it is in this crew. Like, all right, we're gonna meet this leader. He's second in command of this guy. We got to do this, and he's just riding along for the most part. Like, and by the way, like, he has a limp. He has bad asthma, so he can't get a job. And he has a criminal record, so he's using a different name. So he's going along with this because he's getting some money out of it. And then they do make him feel like family, like they're a crew protecting each other. And they reel him in. They do a good job of it. The main undercover cop does a real good job. There is an awkward scene that's kind of funny, which is funny because it's called The Stranger. Is clearly, I mean, the dude that he abducts and kills is a little boy, so he's probably gay.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, no, but at one point, the main undercover cop that becomes his buddy, he reaches over and grabs, gets a little feel.
Yeah,
I was like,
a little uncomfortable there.
so the big thing with that is this dude's got to be undercover cop. Is this situation has got to be post traumatic stress galore. Like, he's got to just play it cool. With
Yo,
that.
hold on. So I didn't hear her come. I know I got headphones on. I didn't hear her come out of that room, but I just saw her walk from the kitchen,
I didn't hear it.
wrapped in a blanket, and
That's my blanket, by the way.
my reaction was about to be to throw something because it's like, what the fuck is going
We
on?
stopped hearing yelling in the Ravens game, and I figured if I peek in there, I guarantee she's asleep. She was.
Like, you know,
She just found out. I see that you posted the Ravens won, but you didn't know. Because when I went in there, I was like, did the Ravens win? She's like, oh shit, I fell asleep.
I mean, because Ravens games are boring.
I don't think you saw.
Big trust.
She has a big trust that she doesn't even need to watch the second, third, or fourth quarter. She can sleep.
Well, that's not what it was like the last 2 or
How
3
many-
weeks.
Remember Drake got like 25? I think he got 0.2 this week.
Outstanding. I'm pretty sure I picked him up in
Babe?
another league.
I don't know what your score is, but I think it's safe. You might be 0-7. But don't worry, you're gonna win out.
No, I played against.
Is this your first time doing fantasy football?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's typical. Like, I've invited people into leagues their first time, and like they typically are like, "Dude, I haven't won a game yet." It's like you'll get to it. You you got to learn how to navigate that shit.
Two things
It's
messed
weird.
you
Babe, I
up.
played against Hunky Pete.
Honky Pete. I hope it beat Honky Pete. That'd be funny.
That would be great.
So two things messed with you during the draft day.
Yeah, you.
No, she saw NFL Network. and they were ranking players, and I saw her. She took a picture of these rankings. So we argued about this the other day because she was like, Kyler Murray was number 1. I was like, no, he wasn't. But on NFL Network, he was number 1. But I think everyone otherwise would have thought, Buffalo. What's blanking.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, and you like Josh Allen.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Josh Allen is clearly number 1.
I was pressured.
And Mahomes is probably number 2. Murray, the way he ended the season, I don't know. But then your pick, the most interesting pick of the draft, Kenyon Drake at numbered in the second round at 13 overall.
It paid off last week. It worked last week.
Yeah. And
I won,
but she didn't play them last week.
I looked at the math, and even if you did play him last week, I was still going to win.
Right.
You're welcome.
This is how bad it is. Ravens running back. So now this week, what do you get? Like 1, maybe 0.2. And then Gus Edwards comes out of nowhere. What the hell? The channel changed.
Yeah,
without anyone.
I pointed at it twice, dude. It said it's idle. You gotta fucks with your TV, son. It's like when you're like jerking off and you haven't done it in a while. You gotta like smack it around a little bit just to wake it up.
I did tell Bea what the stranger was, and I told her Ladante will know
the stranger is. I mean, it's either you go left-handed, and it's.
No, we didn't make that up.
No, that's not us. That's just like it.
It exists.
So gross.
I've
That's
never
not
done
gross.
The stranger.
Hey, when girls always say like that's so gross, like girls are like trash. Yo. Girls are like that's so gross. It's like girls are no better than dudes. Girls are far worse than guys, but they call us gross. Like they're like y'all are weirdos. Leave me alone. Like you lost last week. Go back to your room. Like I'm out of here.
You didn't answer the question.
What the hell have you done? Oh my god.
He might have tried the stranger.
What?
I didn't try the stranger.
You've
That
never
seems
do.
like a lot of work.
You've never heard. That's not a lot of work. Go left-handed. It's not.
No,
it's
but
not a
you're
lot of
supposed to, aren't you supposed to sit on your hand?
No, that's
and fall
the
asleep?
right hand. You sit on the right hand, but you can go left-handed, and it feels just as weird. Like remember, like I like busted my right hand up real bad, so I had a splint on. I couldn't fucking jerk off, so I went with left hand. Trust me, I don't recommend it, but that one time is like it's pretty cool, but it's not something you want to do all the time because it's
Let's
fucking
say
feels
guys as teenagers.
Have you done it?
No, I never did that. But
I
guys as
recommend it.
teenagers, I highly.
I recommend it.
recommend you don't know what we do as
Yeah.
teenagers.
Dude, no, like, never mind. You know, I don't want to get into this right now. All right. Let's go to finish this movie up.
We did our all right. So yeah, let me finish Stranger. So again, yeah, there's an awkward.
Let me
scene
finish
where
The Stranger.
He reaches over the guy, and I was like, "Is this the stranger?" 'Cause now the title makes sense. But no, basically they get him into this. I wouldn't call it a mafia, but some organized crime thing. Make
Some
him
bad
feel
guys.
a little bit like family, and basically trick him like, "All right, we know you did this. Like, all right, there's going to be." This case brought upon you that's claiming you did this and this. So you need to tell us exactly what you did so we can clean it up. And the one dude even introduces himself as the cleaner. I'm the cleaner. I can help you out. So then he does admit everything. It's still like they don't have any actual concrete evidence. And the movie kind of ends with them searching in the woods where he said something happened. And one person raises his hand. So you assume they found something. But interesting movie in that it's one of those movies where the timeline jumps a little bit, so you don't know at first that his mafia type crew he's getting with his undercover cops. They figured it out, but yeah, I mean, it's just a movie. I would say it was great acting, a little bit predictable once you know what's happening. But yeah, the main undercover cop and the main criminal are great actors.
Solid.
And
Too bad you don't know
an
actor
Australian
names.
movie. I don't think anyone knows their names, so I
Bet
can
you they
say
do.
it. It's Australian. It's probably like Foster's.
Yeah.
Foster's for beer.
It's like his
Whatever
last,
happened
his,
to those commercials?
his last name is Foster. No, it's Foster.
Foster's for beer. Remember those commercials? Foster's for beer.
It was fucking big. I
And
remember
that
taking
was-
those into the movies.
Well, that was also the thing to get a night shift because it was the biggest one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we already knew back then. Let's go for the bigger one.
Yeah, you go for the biggest one, son. big titties, big beer, everything.
So
All right.
that's all I wrote, and I mean watched, and I will watch Grandma's Boy.
Give me a score.
So 7 are recommended.
Mhm.
What's a 6? Like watch it
A
if
six?
you have nothing else to do. Maybe?
Yeah.
Let's go 6-8.
Okay. All right. I mean, I got a bunch of stuff on the docket, but I'm sure I can get around to it. So I finally sat down and watched the new Hellraiser, and just as kind of a preamble to this, I am not a big fan of the Hellraiser franchise at all. I just don't care for it. I don't get it. I don't like it. It's just never been my thing. Now, we did an episode last October on the Hellraiser franchise for Off the Mats, and I explained that as well. But we also did discuss the fact that there was going to be a reboot upcoming, which is what Hulu did. And I said this might be my chance to get into it. So I watched it twice. Well, 1.5 times. As a movie, if I went into this not knowing it was connected to Hellraiser, I liked it a lot more because it gave a little bit more. It fleshed it out a little bit more to some degree with the cube. The acting wasn't the best acting, but at the very least, it put together some compelling characters. I enjoyed the film. I will watch it again, and if they make a sequel, I will watch that too. Now there is an HBO Max series coming out for Hellraiser 2. Somehow, two different companies have the rights to make a Hellraiser property. So, that'll be interesting to see. So they won't be connected though, and that's the unfortunate thing. I will watch this one again, and I'll check out the series when it comes out, if it comes out. It's still in development hell right now. But one of the things that I did enjoy about it was, and I said this last night when we recorded, and it is kind of it's part of my good and it's part of my bad. The characters, you didn't get a lot of development from them, which is a bad, but it's a good because if you do a sequel, that gives you room there. So I did kind of like that because it already has me looking forward to another one. It felt like, I don't want to say a made for TV movie, but you could tell it wasn't like a
Yeah, it was a low budget feel.
yeah, yeah. So and I kind of like that sometimes. So all in all, I enjoyed it. What I gave it a 7.5 last night when we scored it, and I'm gonna stick with that 7.5. And I know it's different for other people who may be a fan of certain franchises, but my feeling is I would recommend it if you're new to the Hellraiser franchise. This might even spark you to go back and watch Hellraiser 1 and Hellraiser 2. So, I mean, this is the 11th film in the franchise. So, but notice I only mentioned Hellraiser 1 and 2 because I think
That was the only Hellraiser I've seen. But I mean, again, it takes a lot to scare me. But Bay was terrified.
So there is a big fear to it because like when you think about like a slasher movie, they said this last night. With a slasher movie, you get killed and you die. Hellraiser's like you get killed and that's just the beginning. You're about to get tortured now, son.
Well, the one dude who you thought you go through everything, you get your whatever final wish. He wanted ultimate pleasure, and they gave him friggin' basically ultimate pain for the rest of his life.
So yeah, I mean it's the monkey's paw. There's no winning like in whatever your selection is. Like the monkey's paw thing is like you make a wish, and the paw, the finger closes down. There's your wish, but it's gonna come with a negative to it. So, yeah, it's looking at it from this perspective. It's really it was good. It was enjoyable. And Hulu, not for nothing, Hulu's doing pretty good with these reboots. The Predator prequel, Prey. I had my issues with it, but it was still really well done, well shot, good story, a fun story. So overall, I enjoyed that. Hellraiser, I'm into it. They have an upcoming Alien project coming, so I'm optimistic there. So let's do it, son. Bring it on, Disney and Hulu and everyone who's run that shit. Even though people are complaining about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I get it. You guys are fucking, complaining about this thing or that thing. Oh, they can't have girl superheroes. Yeah, they can. They have tons of them. Well, they start getting girl superheroes all of a sudden. Like, Batgirl's been around since like fucking the 1960s. Chill out, dude. Catwoman's been around for a while. She was a villain, but still, she's been around for a while. She-Hulk's been around since '81. All the shit. But whatever Disney's doing with these horror properties, keep doing it, son. I'm all in. But that's all I got as far as that. I got to wrap up because Sarah's like, hey, I got places to be. She ain't got nowhere to be, but I got to get home anyway because I said I was going to be home an hour ago. Well, I thought it was an hour ago. And so I looked at it and I was like, holy shit, it is this time. So,
God damn it. Every time you're with me, you tell Sarah you're going to be home hours earlier than you end up.
dude, at least I'm not fucking in jail this time. I mean, like, it's all right. I mean, we're doing good so far. I'm not in trouble. I will make it home on time. So otherwise, we have some good beers here, good recorded. I'm trying to get these USB microphones to work so I can travel easier to record, because like unpacking and like packing up and unpacking all this stuff is a pain in the ass. But fortunately, since I went out last night to record, I had already had everything already packed up, so it's a lot easier just to say, okay, everything's still in the bag. I can just pick up my bags and go. So but yeah, otherwise, as usual, everyone, thank you for listening. We do appreciate all the support. Y'all got any questions, concerns, reach out to us. I can be found at bjj.wiki on Instagram. Steve's at Thor.Bentley on Instagram. Collectively, we're at Colompton Social. Old days. Colompton Beer Club on Instagram. Also, yeah, we got a link tree. I just set up the link tree for us, so go peep that.
I noticed people were watching us on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, I'll put the link in the. I'll do the link for that in the link tree too. I'll send you the login and the password for that if you want to add stuff to the link tree. But go check out the link tree in our bio on Instagram. That takes you to whichever option you want to do, whether it be Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We have some other ones, but I gotta fucking reconfigure it because it was showing me like, oh, you're only available on Stitcher and Spotify. I was like, bullshit, we are. Like, I know we're on other things because I get the fucking emails for it. So
before we cuss out, I just gotta show you. Carolina won 21-3.
Tom Brady.
Bay.
Go get back with Giselle, son.
And everyone picked up Chuba Hubbard, but Foreman 118.
So I saw Foreman's name up at the top of the list, actually. I was like, well, we'll see.
Walker had 2 touchdowns.
And Foreman was the starter. So
okay, PJ Walker. Okay, Carolina.
Y'all
get rid of all your best players and still beat Tampa Bay. Damn.
They said we ain't scared, bitch.
I like it. I like when that shit happens.
Get brave, ho. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, shoot us some messages. Hit us with the email. Give us some questions. We want to do some fan questions here on the fucking air too. Send us some fucking questions so we can fucking read them out loud and like make fun of you. But
give us some questions. Hey, if you want advice, we'll give you.
Oh my god, dude! I can't wait to give advice.
We're good at giving advice.
Dude,
we won't follow our own advice, but we'll give good advice.
I'm great at giving advice.
I feel like I'm good at giving advice, but I don't think I'd follow myself.
I don't follow no one's advice, not even my own. But I love to give advice. If you ask me, like, dude, what should I get my wife for Christmas? I can tell you exactly what to get that hoe for Christmas. Like, I got you, dog. But otherwise, yeah, like, 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 message us. We're here. We're here for you. We're here for the people. And we're gonna go see Black Panther on the 10th. Steve hasn't made that decision yet, but I'm gonna make it for him. Then we got to figure out which theater we going to. So, but otherwise, we'll be back. Steve.
Good soup, y'all.
Bye, bitch.